wonder if we best once you peep the score. Up at the crack of dawn, top stories of the morning. While you're yawning, grab your coffee, rise and shine with 8:80 a.m. This is Drop Time. We provide highlights from your favorite teams. Got Dave and Rick making plenty of picks. It's Rule 76.
And away we go. It is DiPietro, it is Rothenberg, it is you right here on ESPN New York. Oh boy. I mean, I think the Couchcast was a tremendous, smashing success. I think watching the Jets play football was a real difficult 3+ hours. Good morning to my compatriot, partner in crime, the great Rick DiPietro. Good morning, Rick.
Good morning, David. Yeah, I would say the same thing. I think the Couchcast was a tremendous success. I think we had beautiful food, thanks to Jacob's Pickles, Calandras, All-American Ford. They brought RJ's brand new F-150 Raptor, which is gorgeous.
Why do we do this to RJ?
Why? Do what?
Why are we always? RJ wasn't even there.
I wish he was there. It would have been nice to have him on that couch. I apologize. Because then, I mean, inevitably, the Jets did what the Jets do, which is just take your joy and smash it to death.
How do you, and I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I'll let you know when I am. I'm not right now. How do you even endure this? Like it's the same crap.
Well, you've been dealing with it.
Yeah, but does it even bother you at this point, or
yeah,
you're just immune and numb to watching it?
No, I am not numb. I am not. Alan is numb. Alan was looking for every reason not to watch it. I mean, I think if it was up to him, he would have shut it off. He went in and jumped on Ty's show. He was all set. I get myself worked up every season.
Every game,
be different.
Though? Like you'll be insane, incensed when they play the Cowboys as well this coming Sunday.
Yeah, because, I mean, at some point, you would just like you did last week, and I know it was different because it was Jackson Dart and it was his first start, so there was a level of excitement, but, I mean, the wins all feel the same, right? I mean, that's the reality.
The wins are great, yeah.
I don't care if you're a player or if you're a fan. I think I understand it more now as a fan. Like what used to frustrate me as a player, now I truly have a better appreciation for now doing it on this side. But yeah, I mean, the amount of time and energy and effort. I'm not saying I'm I'm hitting like live hitting in training camp kind of effort, but I mean,
you're not going through the physical machinations of it, but you're going through the emotional. I mean, you sit here, you talk about it for. I mean, we're on the air for 20 hours a week, and you're talking about it for 8, 10, 12 hours a week. And then when you run into people, they want to talk about it. When you talk to friends, they want to talk about it. And then you listen to pregame, and then you listen to other shows. I mean, how could you watch a game and feel decent about that, not feel emotional from yesterday?
Well, of course you do. I mean, the problem is as excited as you were to see, what Aaron Glenn would do with this team, is Justin Fields have a chance to, kind of resurrect his career. It's more of the same. Like you haven't seen that change yet. And we're a month into the season.
I wouldn't even say you haven't seen the change. I think you could argue outside of week one, it's looked worse. I mean, Miami stinks.
Yeah.
Miami's a bad football team, and they toyed with you last night. And it's this, Rick, it's the same thing. If you didn't know who the coach was, you would think it was the same guy. I mean, they have 13 penalties last night?
Yeah.
3 turnovers last night? Can barely throw the ball 5 yards down the field? Like, it looks awful. And week one, we celebrated because they looked pretty good, at least offensively. Week 2 was a disaster. Week 3, they made competitive, but I don't think it looked great. Like Tampa, in my mind, was clearly the better team. And last night, of the 4 games, was by far the worst of the 4.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're still seeing all the same stuff. And maybe that's because it's a lot of the same players. But, I mean, the accountability and all the different things that, he talked about before the season. Just being a fundamentally better football team. You mentioned the penalties. You had 13. You had 5 pre-snap penalties. You had 9 offensive penalties, which, let's face it, right? Like, Justin Fields has yet to prove, outside of maybe, I guess, week 1, where he shocked all of us, that he can consistently throw the football. There were a couple passes there last night, and in typical Dave Rothenberg fashion, we're like, oh, that was almost a spiral, whereas he's throwing, he's throwing shoes.
That was very funny last night.
It was great, but he's throwing shoes, and it's like, you're going to have a hard enough time if you want to just run the ball. If you don't trust the quarterback to throw it, and all you're going to do is run it, which you were successfully doing last night until
They
Braylon
ran for
Allen.
200 yards last night.
Right, until Braylon Allen fumbled at the 1-yard line. But if that's the case and you just want to run it, you can't afford to take offensive penalties. You can't afford to take pre-snap penalties. Like how many different people in the NFL have you heard say, like offensive people say, it's too hard to matriculate the football down the field? Like you have to find a way to be explosive. Now you can be explosive running the football. The Eagles did it last year with Saquon Barkley. Like Justin Fields' touchdown run, that was an explosive run. But you can't keep putting yourself behind the sticks. You can't keep hurting yourself. And that's consistently what they do. You can't fumble the kickoff to start the second half. You can't fair catch a ball at the 2-yard line. Like there are things you just can't do. You can't rough the passer as he's going to slide. Like, and it's every bleeping game we do it.
Right. Right.
You're not good enough.
You're undisciplined.
Like you're not. If you played a perfect game, it would be hard to win. It's hard to win in this league. You're not good enough to take 13 penalties and win.
Right.
You're not good enough offensively to take 5 pre-snap penalties and expect to go down and score points. But that's what we do every single week.
Every single week. But
And we've yet to get our own turnover. Like we love turning it over. We haven't caused the turnover yet through 4 weeks.
Four games. I think I saw something to the extent of like it's the first team in 100 years of NFL football to be 0-4, not force a turnover from the other team. There was like one other stat thrown in there. It's like they are making epic regression this season.
They're the 5th team over the last 90 seasons to start 0-4 without recording a takeaway.
Right.
Yeah, 5th team in 90 years.
And mind you, Miami was 3 games into the season without turning over their opposition. And look what they were able to do.
Oh, yeah.
3 last night.
Yep.
3.
Yeah, then there was some conversation last night on the Couch Cast as to whether or not, on 4th and 10, you punt it.
That doesn't even matter. Like, what's the difference? These
Well,
are just like
I'll tell you what the difference is. Because, you're also trying to figure out whether or not you got a competent coaching staff. Right? Like, this isn't – we've seen Aaron Glenn as a head coach before. We want to believe he's the right guy. But it's also, this is a year for us to see whether or not he knows what he's doing. And for the players to see whether or not he knows what he's doing. Because if you want to be, someone that wants to, cut guys if they make mistakes and want to, air them out to the point last night after the game where the media can hear you screaming, like you got to hold your end of the bargain. You got to hold your end of the bargain up.
Well, I will be honest with you. I could not be more unimpressed with Aaron Glenn 4 weeks into the season.
It's been a tough start.
And I'm not saying it doesn't change, and I'm not saying he should be on the hot seat. All I'm saying is 4 weeks into the season, his whole song and dance of what he's selling and what they're going to be, and it's going to look different, it's exactly the same. 13
that's 10
penalties
straight.
last night. How do you commit 13 penalties? And mind you, those are 13 penalties that are accepted penalties.
Yeah.
I think you committed 18, but 13 were enforced during the course of that football game last night.
Right. Unless you have James Hudson, who had an epic meltdown, like to rack up that many penalties last night was a real treat. It false starts, illegal motions, you name it. We had the clock management at the end of the first half. It's like, just take your time, boys. Timeout? No, you don't need a timeout there. Just let the clock wind down. We'll settle for the 58-yard field goal. No worries. That's what we'll do.
Well, he made it.
I know we did, but first and 10, it feels just a rocket across the middle, incomplete. It just looks bad.
He can't. No joking aside.
No.
Like he can't throw the football.
Right. Well, this is why he's a New York Jet right now.
Right. This is why he's on his third team in 3 years.
Yeah. They made the decision that it was more important for Aaron Glenn to get rid of Aaron Rodgers to kind of establish himself as the guy, right? We want no pushback. Like he said, I don't need Aaron Rodgers at the back of meetings, questioning what I'm saying. So we got rid of him. He's 3-1 in Pittsburgh, just through 4 touchdowns against you, and we're sitting here 0-4, watching the same Jets and the same Justin Fields, right?
I'm sorry.
Does that look? That looks like the Justin Fields that we've seen. Like we've already seen. Like I said to you, it was half joking. But you saw, you had the whole Justin Fields experience.
Yeah, you've seen enough, right, already to know that he's not going to be the future quarterback of the Jets.
Well, it's just there's a lack of consistency. You see some good throws, you see a lot of bad throws. We know he can run it.
But you've seen him for 3 games, and he's just you would never sign on for him to be your future quarterback.
Well, but I also said this to you too. Like, I mean, this is not a team that I would look to as a place to resurrect my career. Like, there are a bunch of teams around the NFL. If I was, looking to kind of reestablish myself and reach my promise, like finally reach my ceiling and let everyone know what I was capable of being, the Jets weren't going to be at the top of that list. Right? Like, rookie head coach, rookie offensive coordinator, and we got Garrett Wilson. And then for whatever reason, we take Breece Hall off the field on 3rd down when he's the only one that can catch passes from you. Like, you consistently throwing the ball to Breece Hall, 3rd down, let's take him off the field. Come on, man. Last night was a tough experience for me.
It was brutal.
Yeah.
And the thing that you can't forget is Miami stinks.
Yeah, right.
Like,
I don't forget it.
That is a bad football team. A bad football team. And if you didn't know and you just watched that last night, you'd say, boy, Jets didn't play well, because no one could argue the Jets played well. But Miami's tough. Like, that's a good football team. They're not. They stink.
No.
I don't know how many wins Miami's going to get this season.
Right, they're not good. Coach is on the hot seat. I mean, that's the reason why the game was still kind of like you were still there. I mean, it's still a 2-possession game.
Right, the Jets had no business being down 6 points in the waning moments of that game.
No, but they were, because Miami's just not that good. They lose Tyreek Hill with a dislocated knee.
Oof, there
were a couple calls. Like, see, that's the thing, though. I didn't want to complain about some of the calls or non-calls. Like, the Garrett Wilson offensive pass interference was crap. That was a joke. Right? I mean, Justin Fields got tackled out of bounds. They don't call that. Like, so, I mean, if I wasn't so disgusted with my own team, I would actually, like, complain about the officiating.
But if the Jets played well, if the Jets played a good football game, and it came down to, like, a call here or a call there that, like, distinctly went against the Jets, I could see you having that tact this morning.
Right, I can't.
I could.
No, I can't. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna sit here and fight for them and start blaming.
Right?
Referees.
Why should you fight for them when they don't fight for you?
I mean, missed tackles, penalties, you name it. Like, all the things that they did, poorly under Saleh. They're doing the same things, and I don't know if that's like, hey, it's just same guys. It's tough to change that over training camp and 4 weeks of the season, but. I mean, come on. Now you got Dallas. Like, are you going to stop Dallas? Probably not.
But Rick, you say that. His message was, we're going to be this.
No, I know. But, I mean, that's fine if you want it to be your message.
Well,
but, like,
if it's going to be your message, you have to kind of follow through on it, though?
Well, but you can't cut everyone, though.
Right, but you can't sit here and say, like, we're going to clean things up or we're not going to commit penalties, and the penalties are maybe worse than they were last season.
Right, but you can't change all 53 players.
Correct.
Like, you can't, every time someone makes a mistake, like, you can't, now Michael Clemens has been doing this, and I've seen enough of Michael Clemens doing it, but you just can't start cutting everyone that makes a mistake or everyone that has an undisciplined penalty. You'd have no one left on the team. So you got a lot of, there's a lot of guys that were here when he got here. And maybe it's just as simple as, like, you can't coach it out of them that fast. Like, they have bad habits.
I hope so. For your sake, I hope so.
Well, I don't know if, that's me giving him an excuse. I don't know if that's fair or not, but I know you do get into habits, like, and they clearly get some bad habits that they have to fix. But right now, there's no reason to believe that this team is any different than you've seen in the past.
No, this is exactly what they are. This is exactly what they've been. The season is over. If you had any hope, I talked to Ty last night because he was doing a show, and I pop in there. And he's like, I really thought if they would have won this game with Dallas coming up and then they have Carolina, that they could have, got themselves back into the season. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, how many times do you have to be crushed before you look at it and say, no, this is what we are? I've said it with the Giants. I don't know how you couldn't say the same thing with the Jets.
Well, no, I don't think it's that we don't recognize it. It's just that you get yourself so excited, right?
But how excited about what? That they're
about
playing?
Things being different. No, it's a new regime. It's a new coach, right? Like, you don't want to be resigned to, hey, like, now I'll just focus on my fantasy team and the rest of the NFL. Like, you want to believe at some point it's going to turn around. It can't be just every time we hire a new coach, it's just the wrong coach.
It doesn't look like it's going to turn around.
At some point, don't you have to make the right choice?
I mean, I looked at the spread yesterday before the Jets for the Jets-Cowboys. Cowboys are favored by 1. Cowboys now favored by 3.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how bad the Jets' performance was.
Yeah, it wasn't great. I mean, it was
putrid.
It was awful. I had to sit on a couch.
13 penalties.
I had to sit on a couch and just watch it, just take it.
Yeah.
Very thirsty as I sat on that couch. Delicious pickles,
Would you say you were thirsty?
I was very thirsty.
Yeah, I was able to
thirsty.
get I went over to the cooler and got a nice cup. Not cooler, the dispenser, and got a nice cup of medium warm water.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Uh-huh.
It's easier to hydrate with the warmer water. Room temperature water.
Oh, is that right?
Quicker to hydrate. Yeah.
I must be very hydrated then. Who would you say won the couch cast?
Who won the couch cast?
RJ.
Come on, RJ.
Hi.
You taking calls already?
He's probably screening calls. It's probably my fault. Were you screening calls there?
Something like that.
Okay. You watched the couch cast, correct?
Yeah, as a viewer.
Right. So that's why I go to RJ. And overall, did you enjoy?
I thought it was really nice. It was
really nice.
It's always fun to get people from all across the day together. I listen. I heard you guys had a nice meal. There was a nice feel to the couch cast.
There was.
I enjoyed it.
The meal, just to let people in behind the scenes, was me, Mike Brownshire, our imaging director, John Winthrop, our program director, Ray Santiago, our technical director, producer, engineer, genius, and Michael Kay. And I don't need to give him any introduction.
What is going on?
It was delightful. It was delightful.
I heard the restaurant was average, though.
Yeah, it was not great.
Why don't you let me help you find?
I was not even remotely involved.
No, I know, but you got a guy. The guy who made the reservation went 7 days without eating.
You
know what I mean?
You're
like he wouldn't be
accurate.
my choice as like the food connoisseur of the station.
I mean, listen, I'm pretty good with the food too. Now,
Yeah,
I'm
which is
eating
why
very
you
lightly.
Right? Maybe you make the reservation.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It was about being together, and yeah, the restaurant was not great. But RJ, in watching said Couchcast, who would you say won? Who would you say lost? And I don't mean Jets Dolphins.
I thought Dave. I thought you had a really strong performance.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at one point you were talking about all kinds of wild things happening on that couch. If we got to certain viewership, which I thought was interesting.
Right.
Yeah, I don't understand how I was the one. If we get to 6,000 people, I had to mouth kiss Kay.
I thought you had to make love to Kay.
Things
escalate.
Well, that's what Dave said.
Yeah, I think you wanted me to make love to him, which would have been wild.
Well, I mean, isn't that the next step in the relationship that you guys have going on now?
I don't even think his viewership
Consummating the thing?
I don't even think Dave's viewership hour was all that high.
I think
it was
10,000.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 10,000. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you think I performed well?
Yeah, you're right there. I mean,
do you root for Rick and I? Like you're like, those are my guys.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see them succeed.
Yeah,
in
of
this
course.
setting.
I was going to ask about this. I thought Rick performed really well. I don't know if this was on purpose or if it just happened organically. Rick, right in the middle of the screen. It's like he was the pivot guy. Okay.
So here's the thing. I got to the couch area before Rick, and that middle next to Michael was open, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to leave that for Rick because I want to try to sit on the side and, if possible, concentrate on the football game a little better. And then when the next game starts, because I was all stressed out, you should have heard the hard time they were giving me last night, RJ. Oh, you can't. You have to watch Broncos and Bengals. What is wrong with you? I was like, well, I don't understand. Like, why is that a knock on me that I want to watch the other game and be able to converse about the other game?
Yeah, but that was one guy, though. That wasn't everybody.
No, it was a few. Like, oh, here he goes, Mr. Football, can't miss a second. Don said it. Carlin said it. They all were making fun of me.
I don't know if he won the broadcast. Among the most present, like as far as catching my eye, John Winthrop, though. Like he would just he'd be pacing back and forth in his jersey.
You know what he's doing? Like
he loves airtime.
Right. It wasn't like he was just sitting off to the side. He was standing there asking dumb questions, like he was directing the whole thing.
Peter seemed very hungry.
Peter ate a lot.
Very hungry.
Peter
He
ate
was
a lot.
also like he
Peter
was
looks
all
good though. He's skinny.
early Halloween dressed up as Jaden Daniels for the telecast.
I do get I got a lot of emails during this event last night, like well over 100 emails. Here's what I've gathered. People just hate Peter.
He's polarizing.
They just don't like him.
I'm getting text messages from my wife as she's driving home from hockey practice with Milo. Like, you need to start talking. People are ripping you on the stream. I'm like,
really?
What are you doing on your computer?
Like she's in your headset telling you what you need to do. RJ, you should have seen it last night. So we're rolling through the Jets game. You look over. Rick is an iPad out, and he's jotting down
Notes
during the Jets game.
Yeah, so he could talk about it.
All sorts of stuff during the game. It was unbelievable. I was so proud.
This is how Rick knows everything.
I
Takes
know.
notes.
That was what I expected he was doing, though.
Right. I'm not gonna let that couchcast change how I watch.
I understand.
How I prepare to talk about the Jets the next day.
And then someone said to me, "Well, you just rely on him to know everything going on." I said, "No, we do it in tandem." I said, "He writes it down, and I make mental notes of it."
Yeah, you're much better at like actually remembering what you watch. I don't have my memory is shot. So if I don't write it down, then I'll forget it.
Right.
So this way I read my notes in the morning, and it's like I just watched the game over again. Well, people were so confused. What is he playing? Roblox? No. This is I have to take notes. For all the people that watched the Coachcast last night that were wondering what I do, I always watch games with an iPad to take notes.
It really is remarkable. All right, so what do we have today? We have the CMT sandwich. Buster only, but Buster's 7 o'clock this morning. Not that 7:35 spot, because Buster is in New York and has reached out to me about our meal this week. So he's going to join us at 7. Mel Kiper is going to join us right after CMT, say around, I don't know, I'm going to guess 8:10-ish, 8:15-ish. And then, of course, we'll do Stuff You Missed, and we'll do a lot of Yankees preview. We'll unpack what David Stearns said with the Mets yesterday. I'm so annoyed by the Mets. Even 2 days later, so frustrated and annoyed by the Mets. And Jackson Dart and the Giants get conversation as well. So you know the topics. It's a wildly busy time in New York sports, and we are here for you. It's DNR right here on ESPN New York.
There's nothing the voice in our head obsesses over like our health. But with over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help answer the questions like, why am I so tired all the time? How can I get better sleep? My friend was telling me about magnesium gummies she takes. Know if my heart is work stress affected? It's time to up my cardio. If my mom has something, how would I find out? It's time to get some blood work done. A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
Okay, girls, ready to go?
Yeah! Mom, I'm hungry. Can I have a snack? Me too, Mommy.
You want a snack?
Yeah!
Got it?
Children learn from our behaviors.
Mommy, can you open this,
All right, hold on 1 second. Okay. Okay, here.
Thank you.
They learn what is okay from the adults they see.
Mommy, are you on your phone?
If you're a distracted driver, chances are they will be too. What kind of driver are you raising? Funded by the Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health. Our Cancer Check program combines cutting-edge technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With advanced full-body imaging, genetic testing, and multi-cancer detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems. Results are analyzed by expert physicians who craft a personalized plan to safeguard your future. You're not just a patient, you're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, and more vibrantly. Our programs have saved hundreds of lives and empowered countless others to take control of their health. Be proactive with your health for the ultimate peace of mind. Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Your fantasy roster is set, the smack talk is heating up, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sportsbook for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook, download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
At Wrangler, we know the essential question for any guy is, can I go like this? It could be date night, boys' night, work, or your nephew's school play. It could be anything, and the last thing you want to do is change. That's why Wrangler makes jeans, shirts, jackets, and tees that answer yes to life's essential question. You can go in Wrangler. Check out our latest styles today at Wrangler.com. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
Take your time ahead. Just take a time out and feel.
You think I'm a bad guy?
Why? What?
Do you know who sings this song?
Yeah, I know who sings the song. Why?
Who is it?
It's Darren Waller.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not funny.
Right. Well, I mean, don't blame me.
Oh, I mean, listen, it happened, right? He caught 2 touchdowns. What am I supposed to do? I got to sit here and take it. That's all I can do. I got to keep my mouth shut.
Darren Waller
hasn't
played a game in a year and a half.
Thanks for that. Let's just really hammer it home.
Well, what do you want?
Jackwagon.
You know what? No, screw you.
Screw me.
The Giants lose, and all I have to hear from you is, "Oh, what an embarrassment!" How pathetic.
Oh, look at you now.
Well, take your own medicine now.
I have taken my medicine. I wasn't going to say anything to Ray. You're the one that brought it up.
Well, because I didn't think it was nice.
It wasn't intended to be nice.
Right. You know what? And you know what, Ray? Good for you. Good for you. Because the way you treat us, we should play it on a loop. We should get Darren Waller on the show today.
Listen, when you say nasty things the way I say nasty things, you got to expect it back. So I just expect it back.
Right. Okay.
I take it. I move forward. I battle through it.
I didn't view this as nasty, though.
What do you mean you don't view it as nasty? What is it supposed to be?
It had to be done. It had to be done.
No, this is nasty.
Like, come on. Well, how good would I be at my job if I wasn't? If I didn't bring that into play?
Really?
The second that touchdown catch was made, you knew this was coming.
So you think that's how you're going to be graded on your job today? If
the
you
first
play Darren Waller songs.
Well, thankfully it's the only one I know, so I don't think you're getting. I don't think you're getting any more. Yeah, apparently he's got a whole album. He's got a whole album. But yeah.
Email pouring in.
I'm going to jump on that Hot Wheels.
I mean, speaking of the nasty jokes, I heard about some of the things you said last night. So,
what do you want? That's why you bring me someplace. You
that's
imagine if
true.
they actually gave me like some tequila?
Right. We know what you're doing.
If
lit that
had
party
given you
up.
Tequila, it would have been the K roast all over again.
Probably.
And that would have been awful.
Wait,
Dave,
awful.
Avid listener of the show, here's my analysis from last night. We could have used more wittiness from K. Peter is completely useless.
Oh.
We needed more Dave. We wanted explosive laughter and jokes as the Jets continued to screw up. Carlin MVP. And did I mention Peter sucks?
Wow.
Yeah, that's Jerry Collins.
I feel like Carlin had a good night.
Carlin was if I had to vote, I think Carlin was MVP.
Yeah,
Ray,
he had a
did you
good
say
night.
Something?
Who are you talking to, RJ?
Yeah, Ray says my mic is too low.
Well, I mean, your head's all tilted down.
Well, I know this is what they tell me to do.
I got to tell you, I made a huge mistake in judgment later in the evening. As we were taking the final picture on the way out, I was standing next to Carlin and was giving him like the appropriate amount of love. Hey, great job, big guy. Went for the old butt cheek grab. It's like a sign of affection. Lots of sweat.
On his bottom?
Like he went in a pool.
Ugh.
Like he said, like it was a pool cast instead of a couch
let me
cast.
ask you this, though. Who squeezes a friend's bottom?
It's just like, hey, good job, bud.
No. Oh,
what do you mean?
So just a passing tap?
Yeah.
That's what athletes do.
Just like, hey, good job. Keep up the good work.
Passing tap to say, like, hey, good night, goodbye, good job. You were repulsed at the amount of sweat that dripped now on your hand.
Yeah. I'm telling you. It was like he went into a swimming pool.
Barry B., I'm just reading what's coming in, positive or negative. Dave, I thought you guys were the best on the Couchcast, meaning me and you. Carlin, also great. Peter screaming the entire time. Don looks like Tim Allen's body double from the Santa Claus.
It was nice though getting. I mean, we rarely get the chance to get together, everyone at the same time. So that was nice. I enjoyed that.
It was great. It's too bad you couldn't come to dinner. You had a good time at dinner.
I saw some of the stories. I mean, what someone said about the very attractive woman that walked by.
It was jarring.
It's alarming.
It was jarring.
I think I guessed correctly too, right?
No, you did not.
That's wrong.
Yeah, and that's another thing is that RJ, we told him that there was one of the people said something about the attractive, voluptuous woman that walked by.
Oh, okay.
And Rick's like, oh, I know who it is. And he makes a
know
guess, and it was awful. It was a horrendous guess.
It was a bad guess, huh?
It was a bad. I'm not saying anything as far as the answer, and I would prefer if you didn't even throw out a name. But how could you have thought it was that person over other people that were at the meal?
Well, because it wasn't you. It wasn't Raymond.
Okay.
And there's only two more. I mean, there's three more people,
well,
right?
You know what? Then you can figure it out.
Well, the word you just used leads me to a different answer, and I'm actually surprised that would be the answer.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, listen, I'm glad you had a good time. It sucks that the food wasn't better, but I mean, as good as the food was at the Couch Cash, you probably didn't even need to go to dinner.
Yeah, you're probably right because the food from all the different locales, right?
Oh.
Calandras and
Jacob's
Pickles was really great. Let's listen to a little Aaron Glenn, and then we'll get to the callers. Here is Aaron Glenn, your head coach of the New York Jets, on being 0-4.
Very disappointing. To me, it was more or less the things that we know that you can't do to win games. We allowed that to happen. I thought our guys played with effort. Listen, I thought our guys understood the ramifications of this game. But, man, to go out there and have that many penalties and really pre-snap penalties and be able to turn the ball over, I mean, that was so disappointing in this game. But, listen, I'm not losing hope in our guys at all, and I'm telling you now, we just got to go back to work. That's all we can do. That's all we can do.
I mean, it just sounds like real coach speak to me at this point.
Well, I mean, what's he supposed to say?
No.
I mean, I think
what's he supposed
ripped
to
the
say?
team in the locker room.
How am I supposed to react to it? Until I see change, this is what you are. This is what you're going to be.
Well, I mean, that's it. I mean, you can say whatever you want. You can coach speak. You can talk about chopping wood, turning big ships, and everything else. But, I mean, we'll react to what we see on the field. And right now, I mean, Greeny's losing his mind. Jets fans are losing their minds because it looks no different.
What's Greeny saying?
It's the same old Jets.
He's not wrong.
No, right. So, I mean, it doesn't matter what he says. The most important thing is the message he's relaying to his team. So they figure it out.
I'm doing badly.
He's not doing great.
Here's Aaron Glenn on correcting all of those penalties from last night.
Well, we got to figure that out. And that's the part I'm saying that's disappointing because, man, we go through certain times where we do a hell of a job, especially with the pre-snap penalties. And then, man, we just revert back, And listen, I know that you can't fix things in a couple of weeks and things like that, but we have to be better than that. And I know we can be better than that.
I mean, how many times the play's not even going on, and they're jumping off sides and two
illegal motion
at the same time. An illegal shift, I think, was called. It's like, be smarter. This is football 101.
Right. It's attention to detail. I mean, you'll hear every coach talk about control the controllables. Like, those are things you can control. I can't control if the referee makes a bad call. I can't control if, Garrett Wilson's touchdowns, called back because of a ticky-tack offensive pass interference. Like, I can't control any of that stuff. But I can make sure I don't jump off sides. I can make sure I don't, I motion the right way. But again, you had 5 pre-snap penalties, 9 offensive penalties on a team that offensively is not great in the first place. Like, you can't consistently throw the football. Yeah, you can run it. But, I mean, when you're running it like that, you got to make sure you stay on time, stay on schedule. You can't keep falling behind the sticks every time.
No. If there's a pass interference, like a heat of the battle penalty, I don't like it. You don't like penalties, but you kind of understand it. But to have, like you always say this, I'm sure you coach your kids, and this is always kind of my mantra. Don't be dumb, right? Like don't kill yourself. Don't have penalties that put you in jeopardy, or don't have mental mistakes. And that's what the pre-snap penalties are to me, is the mental mistakes of the game.
Right, but I mean, just in general, I mean, how many times have you heard Bill Belichick say more games are lost than won? Like, don't beat yourself. It's hard enough to win in this league, period. Let alone if you're taking the amount of penalties that they took or missing the amount of tackles that they miss.
Or turning the football over.
They're not a buttoned-up football team right now.
No. Let's be fair. They're a bad football team right now. And if you went through the entire NFL, the Jets are, who are they better than right now? 4 games into the season.
Listen, you're hard-pressed.
Tennessee?
Yeah, maybe. Probably. But, and the other side of this thing, too, is you can't afford to give up possessions because your defense isn't giving you extra possessions.
The defense is regressed.
You know what I mean? It's not like the defense has turned the other team over so you get extra
Not once.
possessions. Not once all season.
Not one time.
And the offense, and then you turn the ball over 3 times.
It's brutal.
What are you fielding the ball on the 2-yard line for? What are you doing?
Ray, you played football. When you go to practice, like first day of middle school, and you're returning punts, isn't it like if you're in? Maybe it's even changed now with like the dynamic of
generally they tell you at the 10-yard line, just let it go over your head.
You stand at the 10, and if it goes over your head, you're not going backwards to fair catch the ball.
No, just fair catch it at the 2. Solid.
At the 2.
Oh yeah.
What's next in the end zone?
Are you trying to incite me right now?
No, I'm talking to you.
Sounds like it's working.
It is working. I'm getting more and more frustrated right now. I'm starting to sweat a little bit.
This Saturday, Sports Illustrated Stadium, Red Bulls take on FC Cincinnati. Kickoff set for 7:30. Start your match day early on the Boulevard at 4:30 p.m. It's so clever. Then at 5:45, catch the Red Bulls on the red carpet. Gates open 6 o'clock, where the first 10,000 fans get a reversible Red Bulls bucket hat for your chance to win a family 4-pack. Enter now through the ESPN New York app. Click the contest tile, submit your entry, bring the crew, and secure your seats at NewYorkRedBulls.com. Let's break. Phone lines all lit up. We'll get to the callers. We'll have Buster on. We'll get to the Yankees. Game 1 of the what is this now? This is the wild card round.
Wild card series.
What we call this?
Yeah, this is the wild card series. Is exactly what it is.
The wild card series to move on to the division series, to move on to the championship series, to move on to the World.
You know what's nice
series.
also, Dave?
What?
When you have a wild card series, Major League Baseball, or last night with the NFL, there's a little place I like to call FanDuel. You can do fun stuff at FanDuel. Care to indulge me?
Oh, tell me more.
Oh, I like that. Look at how excited you get.
And you know what? Take your shirt off. Tell me more.
Look at the shirt I'm wearing. I got the 4 Horsemen shirt on.
I love it.
That's very nice.
I love it.
All right, so listen to this. FanDuel is going to get you ready for kickoff. It's an offer you're not going to want to miss. You get new customers bet just $5. You get $300 in bonus bets if you win. Pick a bet $5. If it wins, you'll unlock $300 in bonus bets to use all across the app. You can build parlays. You can bet player props, ride the live lines. Whatever your style, FanDuel has you covered. The NFL season is finally here. We love it, except if you're 0-4. The only question is, are you ready to play? Visit FanDuel.com/Rick to download the FanDuel app today and get started. You got to be 21 and older and physically present in New York. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonuses issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions do apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369.
That was beautiful. Let's break, come back, get to the Jets calls, into the baseball. Busy Tuesday, DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
D'Agostino & Associates is a legacy firm, and I'm proud to be a part of that legacy. I'm Jenna D'Agostino, and like my father, I fight to get justice for the injured.
The hustle and grit of these streets shaped me. I'm John D'Agostino, and from the concrete to the courtroom, I built this injury firm 35 years ago to get accident victims justice. So call my team first, 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
You want justice? Think Jenna D'Agostino. Think D'Agostino and Associates. Justice isn't just a word. For us, it's a way of life. It's having compassion for your struggle and getting you paid for your pain. Now that's justice. D'Agostino and Associates means being there for the injured.
Seriously injured? Call my team first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. D'Agostino and Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and will come to you. I've been there, and I'll be there for you.
D'Agostino Law Bite Back.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans.
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team.
Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now, ESPN NFL analyst Damian Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Riddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Coach Saban here, and let me tell you, every second matters. Preparation is everything, and that's why I trust Kidde Smoke Alarms.
And as North America's #1 home fire safety brand, they're built to respond over 25% faster to smoke detection. Kidde helps protect what matters the most. Find it at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. #1 claim based on total household installations as of December 2023. 29% faster average smoke detection based on internal testing of smoldering wood fires for Kidde 9th edition versus leading competitor 8th edition products.
In the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports, ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
All right, now, DNR with you, ESPN New York. We roll along on this beautiful Tuesday. Baseball playoff Tuesday. Got a 4-pack of baseball games.
I can't wait. 6 o'clock start tonight. Let's go.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, my team's not in it. It's great.
I get so annoyed, angry talking about the Mets now. I can't stand them.
I didn't want to talk about them right now.
Well, you don't have to because there's so much other stuff to get into today, so that'll work out well.
Oh, we're going to have to hear from David Stearns here at some point.
We will, but listen, today is not about the Mets. Yesterday was about the Mets and Giants. Today's about the Jets and the Yankees.
It just so happens I'm a Mets and Jets fan, which is nice.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Nothing really to tell me.
I mean, I don't know
what to tell you. I made my choice.
Well, that's the thing, too. It's not even like you had a parent that said, no, you're going to root for this team. You chose these on your own.
Yeah.
You could have been not that the Giants are much better now, but you could have been a Giants or in any football team and a Yankees fan.
Well, I mean, correct. But I also thought when I got drafted here that there was going to be something cool about the relationships that you would build with the teams in your area.
And you had friends, right?
Right. I played golf with Pennington, and that was right. I mean, that was the reason why I was all in with the Jets. And then, Piazza invited me over to take BP, and then I had like one of the great experiences of my life. So it's like,
but had like Kerry Collins or Eli Manning, befriended you, your life would be completely different.
Might be, but I mean, listen, let's not pretend like you've.
No, but you would have seen either. Super Bowls.
That's right. Yeah,
and you'd probably feel differently. No,
there's no question as to whether I see a Super Bowl. Period. Now,
well, I don't know how you could feel like you're going to.
I don't feel like I'm going to.
I don't know how you could feel like you're going to. Do you remember last night we said the seat under Aaron Glenn's bottom will be hot, and you and like Alan like, stop it, you're so stupid. Well, let's go to Purple Belt Mike and see what he thinks this morning. Good morning, PBM.
Not a good morning. This is a disgrace. A disgrace. I got to unload on this team, and I promise I'm not going to say any curses. But what are you preaching all in the offseason about, we're going to be disciplined, we're going to be this, we're going to be that, and we're worse. And we were undisciplined before. So we're worse now than we were before under your leadership. That is on you. As fans, we were crying and screaming that there's no wide receiver too. Why is Michael Clemens on this team? Why is Gibson on this team? And they are costing us games. And the penalties, it's unbelievable that the Mets had a terrible collapse, and they are light years away and better than the Jets. That's the disgrace that it is this team. And Aaron Glenn, all your blow it out your face and all that stuff, what good is it, man? 0-4. This is
right now it doesn't look good,
Mike.
And your decision in the first half to go for it on 4th and 5 when the offense is already shaky, down 10-0 when you're in field goal range, dude, I'm done with Aaron Glenn. You're not the guy. You make stupid mistakes. The team is worse. I want to fire Aaron Glenn. All these people learn under the Jets. They get paid by the Jets, and then they go elsewhere and do better, like Todd Bowles learned from the mistakes. Why didn't we get an experienced coach like we all wanted? He's going to learn under the Jets. He's going to get fired, and then he's going to go somewhere else because it's the same song and dance every single time, and we never learn from our mistakes. I can't take it anymore. I hate them. I hate the Jets. I hate Aaron Glenn. I hate Woody Johnson. I hate everybody. I hate Michael Clemens. I hate the Jets. I hate what they've done to me. I got to pack up all my Jet stuff and put it in a freaking box because I can't wear it because it's embarrassing.
PBM, listen, thanks for the phone call.
I'm sorry you have to.
I understand the frustration. I'm frustrated. But, I mean, if you take a step back here for a second and do your best to take the emotion out of it, like, it's not that easy. Just because you say a bunch of things, it's not as simple as, hey, I'm just going to come into one of the most dysfunctional franchises in sports and everything's going to change immediately. Right? I mean, did it change when Dan Campbell took over in Detroit? Did it change right away?
No, I wasn't as close to it, so I don't know. Like, in wins, it did not.
No, right. So, like, I've been told by people inside that building that the building is different, that it feels different, that there is a level of accountability and discipline, but it just hasn't translated to the field yet.
All right. So listen. Unfortunately, you're going to have to be patient then.
Right. But I think the disconnect for a lot of Jets fans was to go from the last 2 years where we were talking about how talented the team was to now being in the midst of what feels like a full rebuild. Do you know what I mean? Like, it didn't feel like it should have been a rebuild, but clearly what you've seen over the first 4 weeks and the bad habits and everything else.
Yeah. Well, I'll be honest with you. I mean, 4 weeks in, they're way worse than I thought.
Yeah, I think everyone feels that way. Like, and you haven't seen the improvement yet. Hopefully it happens. Hopefully you see it, but, I mean, right now it doesn't feel great.
I'm not giving RJ a hard time. I'm merely asking a question. Is it Alfredo, or are we missing an F there and it's Alfredo?
It is Alfredo.
Okay.
No, he can be Alfredo.
Well, now I'm confused. What is it?
No, it's Alfredo.
Okay. Alfredo in Jersey. Alfredo, you're on 880.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Sorry, I've been called worse. It's all right.
Well, it's okay. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful to your name. I just was uncertain what it was.
No, it's all good. Hey, real quick, I'm a Patriots fan, obviously, so I'm enjoying this demise of the Jets. My question is,
demise. Don't you have to have been at a high level and fall down to the depths to have a demise, Alfredo?
Sure, I was trying to be nice. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, it's not your fault. It's their fault.
It's the Jets' fault.
Yeah.
What you guys, obviously, I think Glenn is pretty much gone. What do you guys think about, like, actually changing it up and bringing back Sexy Rexy back?
They're not firing Aaron Glenn. John did this.
No,
John did this
not
last
now,
night.
Not now. I'm just saying.
No.
John already knows, by the way. We're 4 weeks in. John he's a quarterback whisperer and he's a coach whisperer.
He looked like a
knows
slappy,
Aaron Glenn,
didn't he?
Not the guy.
Right. I mean, he asked the question. He had to interrupt the couch cast to ask a question. And Alfredo, thanks for the phone call. To ask the question, who has a longer stint on their respective teams, Aaron Glenn or Aaron Rodgers?
That's right.
Yeah, maybe the worst question ever asked.
No, I don't know. We've had some really bad questions.
Awful.
Asked.
That question we did not need the Couchcast interrupted for that question.
Let's go to Scott in West Orange. Scott, you're on ESPN New York.
Hey, what's up, fellas? How are you?
What's going on, Scotty?
So, listen, first I got two things. You know, Rick, with all the hype, you were so hyped up for this YouTube thing. I'm going to unleash, full frontal Rick. Dude, you were so disappointing, and I love you. I watched it strictly for you to implode and say something and do something, and you just sat there with your nose in the computer.
Scott, we're not allowed. Scott, let me explain something to you.
Oh, boy.
We weren't allowed to drink, swear, or take clothes off. What exactly did you want me to do?
Well, at first,
rub smash burgers on my nipples?
Do all this stuff, but
well, I'm not allowed to.
Absolutely, but
I wasn't allowed to.
All right, but anyway,
I got dumped because I said balls the other day. Like, what do you want me to do? Unleash?
You just said it again.
What are you doing?
Why would you knew it was dumpable, and
Why?
you come back with it?
It could have been baseballs, footballs. It was just I like bouncing balls. I didn't say it in a sexual manner.
Context is
Context
important.
means everything.
Oh, there was no context.
All right, anyway, hey, about the Jets.
Thank you,
Scott.
Scott.
At what point watching that game? So at what point watching that game do we say, hey, let's bring in Tyrod Taylor?
They're not bringing in Tyrod Taylor. They want to definitively know that Justin Fields is not the guy. They pay Justin Fields. They think that he can be something. I'm at the point now where, and thanks for the call, I think he's not going to be anything, but they are going to play. You know what Tyrod Taylor is. Tyrod Taylor is a journeyman backup quarterback in this league. He's older, and if Justin Fields gets hurt, you will see Tyrod Taylor, and you will not see him otherwise. That's it. That's the way it goes.
I mean, this was one of. I mean, let's call it what it is. I mean, this was one of. This might have been Aaron Glenn's first decision, right? First big decision.
Yes, absolutely.
Was the quarterback.
This is the guy's third start for the Jets. You're going to move on and play a guy that you know is just mediocre at best?
No, you're not. But, I mean, at a certain point, if you continue to lose football games, people are going to want to see something different.
But
especially if you can't throw it. No, I didn't ask the question, did I?
No, but I'm just responding to his question via you. He's not there. So he didn't start in week 2. He had you in weeks 1 and 3.
No, he didn't start in week 3.
He didn't start in week 3.
He got hurt in week 2.
Right. So and already we're there?
Dude, we got people already done with the coach, and we're 4 weeks in. He just got hired. I mean, you also got a question asked from someone that thought I was going to give full frontal nudity on the live stream.
Well, he didn't say full frontal nudity. He
said
thought
full
you were
frontal.
gonna be more aggressive.
To do what?
And what you said you wanted to do with the smash burgers, that was interesting.
Right. I mean, I don't know. We're up since 3 o'clock in the morning.
Why
I'm
is
sitting
it
on
go
the
there?
couch
It's
watching
like
the
if
Jets.
you're not on now, why does it have to be nudity or oils or stuff?
He said frontal. I don't know.
All right. Vinny in Merrick. Vinny, you're on ESPN New York.
Morning, guys. First, I just want to say sorry to RJ. Normally, every time I call in, I usually say, how you doing, what's up? But today, I'm just feeling like a zombie after last night.
RJ, do you accept his apology? He didn't say, how you doing, what's going on, how are you, anything like that? Well, RJ is not answering. That's okay.
That's okay. I guess he didn't forgive me. But
no,
I'm watching.
RJ, you're dead to RJ. And when you're dead to RJ, forget it. There's no coming back from that.
So I'm watching the game last night with my family, my beautiful fiance. She's still getting acclimated to football, still kind of getting a whole grasp on it. And even she says, on that punt, she's like, wait, when the ball goes in the end zone, it goes to the 20, right, on a punt? I'm like, yep. She goes, then why didn't he catch it at the 2 and call a fair catch? Now he gets it there, correct? I'm like, yep. Welcome to the last 15 years of being a Jets fan. Just absolute disaster mistake after disaster mistake. I just don't know where to go with this team anymore. And I feel even worse now that I'm bringing my fiance into it, and she just watches me get all upset. And at the end of every game, she's like, oh, here we go again. I'm like, yep, it's going to keep happening. I just don't know what to do anymore. I don't know where to look. And thanks, guys. Have a good one.
They're crushing the fan base, Rick.
This is what they do.
I mean, this is a franchise that is, annually bad. For the most part, like annually it's bad. And even knowing that they are this every year, what they've done in the first four games of this season is beyond the norm, and they're even more than normal crushing the fan base.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. What do you I mean, what do you expect the fan base to feel like now?
I expect them to feel like this.
Right after what you just.
I'm not blaming them. I'm just saying, do you understand? It's not like you're the Chiefs and you've gotten here and now you're 0-4 and you look like you don't belong in this league and the fans are bewildered and they're angry. Last year was bad. The year before was bad. The year before that was bad. Every year is bad. And even if you're bad every year, this is beyond what you're normally expecting from the Jets.
Right. Well, I mean, I think you also have to look at the other part of this thing is the assumption over the last couple of years was you had enough talent to win. You just really poorly coached, right? I mean, outside of, Rodgers popping his Achilles, it was like, hey, this team is super talented. I mean, hell, people that cover the NFL had them right up there at the top of the league, most talent, right? They just need to be better, better coach. So you get rid of the bad coaches, bring in good coaches, naturally think, okay, there'll be some improvement, right? You got talented players that are coached the right way. You should see some improvement. I mean, maybe the players aren't that good.
I think that's pretty obvious, isn't it?
Right. Maybe we overvalue the talent.
Okay.
So maybe we were closer to a
aren't
rebuild.
Good and the players aren't good.
Well, maybe we're closer to a rebuild. Well, you've seen the players not be good. This is your first foray into whether or not Aaron Glenn can be a good coach.
16?
Well, it doesn't matter what the year it is.
Yeah, you're right.
This is year one of Aaron Glenn with these players.
You're right. So maybe you got to start from scratch again. Again.
Well, you're going to have to start from scratch quarterback-wise anyway, it feels like.
Oh, absolutely.
It just so happens that all the excitement about the college quarterback class is officially gone now.
There's still going to be one. We'll talk to Mel a little bit later. One or two guys are going to jump out from that class.
But you're also, now you're limiting your opportunities, though. So what happens if you do figure it out a little bit and you beat Carolina and you win some games? Now what?
Well, that's the thing is, as bad as it's been, and it's been brutal, I'm not defending it, they do have like 5 or 6 games that you look at and say they could win these games.
Right. But outside of being in Miami where you don't win, I think that's 10 straight you've lost in Miami.
2014 last time they won in Miami.
Right, but Miami feels like a game that you should win with how they're reeling. I know they played better last week, but still.
Yes, it was bad. I'm not defending it. By the way, we're on YouTube, so you can hop on the ESPN New York channel and watch us on YouTube and increase the viewership that way. You can consume us on the ESPN New York app and live stream it. You can listen to the podcast, which you're not going to do now, obviously, because we're on live. But there's so many different ways to consume this show. Let's take a break. Buster Olney will be at Yankee Stadium tonight. It will be bedlam. He'll be there. But first, he'll be with us. It's DNR with you, ESPN New York. And let's see what's happening on the roads on this Tuesday. And here is Kristen North.
Good morning, guys. Business as usual on the Belt Parkway, backing up westbound between the Van Wyck and Lefferts Boulevard. Harlem River Drive is already tied up southbound from 2nd Avenue down toward the FDR Drive. FDR Drive is jammed up northbound at the RFK Triborough Bridge because of an accident. And Brooklyn Bridge, this is Manhattan bound. The eastbound span is tied up with a left lane crash. Checking our Hudson River crossings, inbound upstairs at the GW Bridge, already a 15-minute delay. There is a crash on the Turnpike northbound right near 72A. The center lane is blocked. Lower deck is 5 to 10. Outbound heavy but moving, and both tunnels are under 5 apiece. This report is sponsored by ParkWiz. New Yorkers know the hacks. Here's one for parking. ParkWiz. Reserve ahead and pay up to 50% less than drive-up rates with ParkWiz. I'm Kristen North for 880 ESPN New York.
If you have ever thought about remodeling your bathroom but were worried it would take too long or cost too much, then stop worrying. Right now, Jacuzzi Bath Remodel has designed a collection of high-quality custom products and perfected the one-day remodeling experience so you can enjoy your new bathroom faster than ever before. It's a worry-free bath remodel from the most trusted brand name in the business, Jacuzzi. A jacuzzi bath system fits in your existing tub space. It's a no-mess installation with an amazing style selection, factory-certified installers, and a limited lifetime warranty. Call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599 right now and get 50% off installation with no interest and no payments for 12 months. Replace that old bathtub today with a walk-in shower for a safer bathing experience. If you have lived in your home for over 15 years, it's time to remodel your bathroom. For a virtual or in-home appointment, call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599. 800-717-4599.
There's nothing the voice in our head obsesses over like our health. But with over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help answer the questions like, why am I so tired all the time? How can I get better sleep? Am My friend was telling me about magnesium gummies she takes.
How do I even know if my heart is
work stress affected?
It's time to up my
If my
cardio.
mom has something,
How would
I
I find out?
It's time to get some blood work done. A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
You ever wake up with a sore throat, feeling a little off, and you know you're getting sick? Well, getting sick and going on the IL isn't an option, especially for me when I'm traveling for work. You can try to see a doctor, well, good luck there, or go sit for hours in an urgent care. Nope, that's why you need a medical emergency kit. This isn't some cheap first aid kit, okay? Your medical emergency kit comes packed with doctor-prescribed meds. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right there in your home. If you're coming down with the flu, bam, here's your Z-Pack. You've got gastrointestinal issues, here's your Bactrim. From Z-Pack to ivermectin, amoxicillin, and doxycycline to treat strep, pneumonia, sinus infections, UTIs, COVID, and more. It's all right there in your kit. Just match your symptoms to the guide or talk with their telehealth doc. No doctor waiting rooms, no pharmacy lines. Order online in minutes and get $50 off with code SPORTS at urgentcarekit.com/sports. Get yours now at urgentcarekit.com/sports, promo code SPORTS.
Put in the book! This is your radio home for New York Mets baseball. 880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Chan eludes a tackler and scores. Miami does answer.
The team is worse. I want to fire Aaron Glenn.
You can't afford to take offensive penalties. You can't afford to take pre-snap penalties.
Man, to go out there and have that many penalties and really pre-snap penalties.
You can't keep putting yourself behind the sticks. You can't keep hurting yourself. And that's consistently what they do.
We're doing everything we can to pretty much lose the game right now. So it's really just a matter of us not making dumb mistakes.
Maybe the players aren't that good. Maybe we're close to a rebuild.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
All right, let's dive into a little bit of baseball and bring on, he's our favorite. We adore this guy, the great Buster Olney. Good morning, Buster. How are you? How do you feel about the Mets this playoff run? You give them any chance to do some damage here or no?
Oh. Buster, I want to get to the Yankees and the playoffs and the excitement and everything else because you're clearly a shot out of a cannon. But who do you blame? Like, last question for me with the Mets is just who do you blame for this?
I mean, it turns out, and we'll move to the Yankees in a sec. Turns out he had, and the two big pieces that were kept or brought in was Alonso and Soto, and you could argue that wasn't even Stearns at all. Pete, Diaz, both can opt out. Diaz took the tact of, well, you know what? Now's not the time. Pete went on the aggressive. It's like, oh, I'm done. I'm out. You have a problem with that? Is that just a Boris thing that he demands you do this? But I didn't love that. I don't think Rick loved that either. Why do you have to do that 10 minutes after the body is gone?
Right. I mean, and Soto did it last year after they lost in the World Series. Garrett Cole's done it before, too, and it didn't land well when Soto did it for Yankees fans last year. So, yeah. All right, Buster, series tonight, right? You're going to have Crochet. You're going to have Max Fried. Yankees playing great baseball. Of the matchups that were potential matchups for the Yankees, is this the one that you should, if you're a Yankees fan, I mean, it's a 3-game series, so crazy stuff happens, would be the most, I guess, concerned about is this series?
So, walk me through. Walk me through here. 1-1 game. We head to the 7th inning. Yankees are done with Max Fried. Where do they go? Like, what is the? Oh.
Buster, what do you think the Yankees are going to plan on doing with shortstop? You expect Anthony Volpe to be their shortstop in the series?
Is it somewhat good news for the Yankees that they've been playing important baseball, meaningful baseball all the way down the stretch and didn't have a span of 2 weeks where they were on cruise control, and now all of a sudden, even up till, through the regular season, through Sunday's game, they're trying to win this division. It doesn't pan out, but there's no, guys, we have to ramp it back up. It's let's just keep it ramped up. Does that benefit the Yankees?
Whew. Buster only joins us here on the show. Buster, this is why you're so great. So there's always the rest conversation, and I know it's a 3-game series, and you'd rather avoid that if possible. But you mentioned Aaron Judge's numbers. He's kind of been that missing piece. Is it actually, do you think, to his benefit that he's not getting time off and he rolls into the series, hitting as well as he's hitting right now?
As we start the postseason tonight, are the Yankees your favorite in the American League, or would you go with teams that have bye?
Buster, as far as like the whole MVP thing is concerned, I'm not offended by it, but I get like aggravated by it. We spend all this time talking about, rally season and the historic nature of 60 and he's a catcher and all these different things, but why don't we highlight the historic nature of what Aaron Judge did this season? He's in a category with Mickey Mantle and Jimmy Fox. You have 53 home runs and 331. That's something that doesn't happen on a regular basis, and we take it for granted.
We take it for granted. Like, as great as he is, we sit here and talk about like I don't think people recognize and realize that you are witnessing one of, Buster, I'm going to say it, one of the great players in the history of baseball, what he's doing.
Buster, those sounds behind you remind you, right? Just like you're back in Montana, huh?
Yeah.
Just around.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Dave. Just got last one from me. Just around as far as Major League Baseball is concerned in general. Bruce Bochy, what do you expect from him here as he moves forward?
Now, Buster, you mentioned Aaron Judge and his accomplishments and how great he was with the home runs and RBIs, and even a 331 average is sparkling when you sit down and really analyze it. But you know what 331 is not, Buster? I'm sure they are, but let me just go through here. 331 is not 370. So I have officially won that bet. Now, you're a gentleman, and I received a long DM yesterday, Rick, from Buster, and conceding, admitting defeat, and trying to plan when this Peter Luger's lunch will take place. Did you see my response this morning, or have you not seen it yet? Right. So here's what I'd like to say. And we're fun. Here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to cordially invite you into the studio, hang out at any point tomorrow during the show. Come on with us, break down game one, look forward to game two, show ends, we punt on Luger's because just time constraints won't allow it, but we go to a very nice brunch right when the show ends tomorrow. If we can do that, that's on the table.
Oh,
promise. You're the best. Enjoy tonight. I know you've been doing this for a long time, but every time you walk onto the field and it's the postseason and it's Yankee Stadium, it's got to feel ultra special, right? Awesome stuff. You're the best. It's a heavyweight fight is what it is. You're the best. We will, in one way or another, talk to you tomorrow morning. Thanks, Buster. All right, great stuff. You know this, Rick, because you responded to it, that Buster said he would love to join us, not even in studio, like regardless, day after now.
Yeah, right.
Every game.
Oh, that's going to be awesome because we'll have baseball to break down.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Here's my concern, though.
Yeah.
Here's my concern for what you're hoping will happen tomorrow is you have one of the faces of Sunday Night Baseball.
Right.
He's like the preeminent voice of Major League Baseball.
Right.
He's in the city. How do you not use him on First Take? Like, you're going to use him everywhere.
Maybe they will. I'm not saying – I'm not going to blame him if he's –
No, I'm saying I would that's my concern, though, is it's like if you're making decisions on what Get Up's going to have on it and what First Take is going to have on it, you bet your ass I'm having Buster Olney on it.
Sure, I would agree. And if he can't do it, he can't do it. But I believe him, take him at his word. He's been very honest.
We're going to do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
but
it's
I'm saying if he
absolutely
can't do it tomorrow, he can't do it tomorrow. It's okay.
Right, that's fine. We'll get it done.
Yeah, but regardless of whether we go out to brunch with him tomorrow or not, he's still going to join the show to break down Game 1 and look forward to Game 2.
Yes.
So that's great. Let's break, and let's kind of get the pulse of the Yankees fan. I mean, here we are. You played 162, and now you're into the postseason. You got to win tonight or tomorrow or Wednesday. 2 of those 3 to move on. How do you feel about this matchup? I actually think, Rick, this is probably – and I think the Yankees will win this 2-game set, best of 3. I think this might be the toughest matchup they could have had in the first round of the postseason. I
think you're probably right, but you're getting him without Roman Anthony, and you heard Buster.
Right, which is a big advantage. All right, let's break. Come back, 800-919-3776. How you feeling heading into the postseason, Yankee fans? I'd open that up to Mets fans, but they suck, so we can't. It's DNR with you, ESPN New York.
D'Agostino, Law, Bite Back. I'm injury attorney John Ryan D'Agostino, nicknamed The Closer, continuing D'Agostino and Associates' legacy of helping the injured for over 35 years. My father, John D'Agostino, built this injury firm to help accident victims.
This is John D'Agostino, and this is a family firm. For us, it's about doing what's right and making sure somebody pays for your pain. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-BITE-BACK.
They call me The Closer because big or small, in court or out, I'm fighting to get the job done, to win, to get you every dollar you deserve.
D'Agostino and Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and will come to you. I've been there and I'll be there for you. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
Why do you go to Princeton Longevity Center?
We go to Princeton Longevity Center because my husband's cardiologist told him having this exam saved his life.
Because somehow 20 turned into 40, and now I need to take my health more seriously. The Princeton Longevity Center designed a program to keep me healthy and active, so 50 and 60 will be no sweat.
Because even though my cholesterol is high, it turned out my arteries are clear. That's a big relief.
Whether you want to make the most of your future years or just want peace of mind, you need the Princeton Longevity Center. Their comprehensive preventive exam combines the latest technology with caring experts to create your personal plan for staying well.
Because I shouldn't have to wait an hour for a 10-minute physical. I go to Princeton Longevity Center because I get everything done in one day and take my results home with me.
Find out why you need Princeton Longevity. Call 888-8000-PLC or go to PrincetonLongevityCenter.com. Call 888-8000-PLC. That's 888-8000-PLC.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
Hey Yankees fans, hit your next adventure out of the park and onto the water with City Cruises New York. Sail your way to epic skyline views, delicious dining, and premium drinks. Upgrade your game day with a dining cruise, a cocktail sail, or a night with your favorite entertainers aboard City Cruises Live. Whether you're celebrating a win or just the weekend, City Cruises is a shipload of fun. Proud partner of the New York Yankees. Book today at citycruises.com/New York.
This college football season, show your school spirit every time you pay. Introducing college-branded Venmo debit cards. Rep your team on and off the field with custom designs that let everyone know who you're rooting for. Whether you're tailgating, grabbing stacks for the watch party, or celebrating a win, you can unlock 15% cash back at ESPN, 1 free year of Perplexity Pro, and more. This college football season, score more with the Venmo debit card. Get yours now in the Venmo app. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard.
Max cashback varies. Terms apply. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank N.A.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check if they're going for it on 4th down, before going to the concession stand.
Yeah, give me 3 hot dogs, 2 jumbo touchdown, baby! What?
Hey, buddy, you want cheese with those?
Yeah, checking first is smart.
No.
So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Your fantasy roster is set, the smack talk is heating up, and this season ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sportsbook for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook, download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Dive into the Marvel Universe on the official Marvel Podcast with the stars of the MCU.
Everybody's going to be talking about whether we're casting for this character.
The creators of Marvel Comics.
Spider-Man is the greatest fictional character in history.
And Marvel Studios' Kevin Feige.
But if you want the real answer, if we're trying to get real on this podcast,
giving you exclusive access to Marvel's adventures like never before. The official Marvel Podcast. New episodes every Wednesday wherever you listen to podcasts.
All right, DNR with you. ESPN New York, as we roll along on this CMT Tuesday. CMT covering you in about 20 minutes. And then, of course, the great Mel Kiper Jr. Just for housekeeping purposes, Rick, if you're in the car, because you're often in the car.
Oh, yeah.
Driving around, kids' sports, jobs, errands, whatever the case may be. All the games are going to be on our airwaves. So the Yankees will be on 880. Starting at 6 o'clock. Every other game will be on 1050.
Nice.
So we got you covered.
Yeah, you're all set. Why would you? I mean, you don't have to go anywhere else.
No. How about this? I'm driving. Where was I driving? It wasn't yesterday. It might have been 2 days ago. On the road. Pull up next to a bus. A bus. No one's in it. But they have a television up on the front, like right below the rearview mirror with split NFL games on it.
Wow.
Yeah, but Rick, the only person that could have been watching was the driver.
Yeah, that's not great. That's not what you want. I don't think when you're driving is the best time to start multitasking.
No.
Right.
No. All right, let's get to these Yankee fans. Man, I'm so jealous of you guys. Aren't you jealous of what the Yankees have right at their fingertips right now?
Yeah. Of course you are. I mean, it's what Again, it's what drives you crazy about Yankees fans. It's just that, I mean, we talk about taking Aaron Judge for granted. Just taking for granted the fact that you're in the postseason every single year and how nice that would be. And I thought as a Mets fan, you thought we kind of had, gotten to that point.
Yep.
But, I mean, clearly it's not as easy as the Yankees make it look.
It's not as easy as the Yankees make it look, or the Mets just make it look incredibly hard. Because Philly's there every year. And the Dodgers are there every year.
Right, but, I mean, there are teams like, the Red Sox, after they win, end up going, they have, years where they're not very good. Right. I mean, there are teams that do it. I mean, the Yankees do it consistently. And, for whatever reason, we'll hear more coming out of, the clubhouse and everything else. You're starting to see stuff trickle out now. But, I mean, you spend $341 million. Your assumption is that with, how Major League Baseball has structured the playoffs, with 3 wildcard teams, that at the very least, even in a bad season, you get one of the wildcard spots.
You'd win 84 games. Because
Yeah,
every
enough
team
to
you
be a
would
playoff
assume
team.
would win 84 games when they have the roster and the talent and the payroll that the Mets have.
Right, like you'd have enough. Like when you have that much money, like the Dodgers, the amount of money that they spend, and they deal with the kind of injuries that they've dealt with to the rotation and everything else. They have so much depth and so much talent that they still find a way. And unfortunately for us, that didn't happen.
No, it didn't happen.
And on top of it, the Reds lose on Sunday, just to kind of really
which makes matters worse. They could have played 75 innings in that game, and the Mets wouldn't have scored a run.
No, I get it, but I mean that's just to make matters even worse.
Right? No,
you weren't going to feel good
100%
regardless,
right.
but
100% right. But listen, this is us venting about the Mets. I want to give the Yankee fans a chance to talk about their team because they deserve it, and we deserve to be, pushed into the corner because that's what the Mets are right now. So let's get to the fans for the Yankees. 800-919-3776. Then we go CMT and then Mel Kiper Jr. Let's go all the way to Israel and bring in Yov, who's very anxious for this one tonight. Good morning, Yov.
Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Rick. How are you guys? Morning.
We're doing really well, thank you. I have no stress going to the baseball postseason whatsoever.
Yeah, that kind of sucks for you, but I gotta be honest, I'm happy because you stole Soto from us. So listen, you get what you take. But for the Yankees and Judge taking for granted, he just became the 8th player to average 10 or plus WAR in 4 seasons. Like it's amazing what this guy's doing. Like we really take him for granted, and we shouldn't. But about the Yankees, I think I'm feeling very nervous because we've seen this movie too many times before. The Yankees facing good pitching, they get shut down. And by the way, I think Yankees fans forget we didn't won the Red Sox in the postseason series since 2003. This Aaron Boone home run. So the Red Sox have our number in the postseason. The Yankees don't play against good pitchings. I don't feel great about this game, but I'm excited and I'm hoping for the best.
Well, we appreciate the phone call. You know what the funny thing is? Clearly the Red Sox weren't afraid of the Yankees because if they don't win that game on Sunday, they don't play the Yankees.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't think you start messing around with that. I mean, you play who you play. And they've had success
right, but
against
you could have played
the Yankees.
Some backups and some bench guys like you saw Tampa do, and then you avoid the Yankees.
Yeah, I guess you could do that, but I mean, be careful what you wish for sometimes.
Right.
I mean, there's some people that just don't want to play that game.
Right.
Go out and play the way you're going to
right.
play, and then whoever you play, you play.
But this scary matchup. The Yankees are a very good baseball team, but this aura of you go into Yankee Stadium, you face the. I don't know that really exists anymore. The Yankees might win the series because they're just better and they're starting pitching and just they're a better team than the Red Sox. I think that's distinctly possible, but I don't think the Red Sox go in with any fear of the Yankees and the moment or the stadium or anything in the series.
Right, I got to say this too. RJ, you can fact check this for me, but I mean, you mentioned as we kind of teased it, how important the game is tonight. Obviously, you got Crochet going up against Max Fried, and they got to win 2 of the 3, either game 1 or game 2 or. In this new format, you almost have to win game 1.
I don't think any team that has lost game 1 has won a wild card series.
Right, which makes, I think, this series so scary for a Yankees fan is that you've had Crochet have, I mean, what is he, 3-0 against the Yankees?
He's awesome.
In his 4 starts?
Now, RJ, you've been bullish that you just don't really believe in Crochet, right? That was
keep coming back to this. This is the 7th
he's going to hammer it home until you snap
I'm not going to scream at him. I'm
not looking for you to scream at me.
I already admitted that I was wrong about it.
So this is it, so we don't have this conversation?
This is the 4th time.
Well, I think, it's repetitive. I think it's new listeners all the time, I'm told.
He wants you to snap. That's
I'm
what he
not.
wants.
No, I learned my lesson. I'm not going to. But I'm curious as to why we keep coming back to it. What more? Can I say
you have been very anti-crochet, and I'm just wondering if you still do you go into the series feeling bullish because you don't really believe he's
you misunderstood what he said though. He wasn't anti-Garrett Crochet. He prefers knitting over crochet. He's anti-crochet.
Oh, now
he loves
I understand.
knitting. Yeah, he likes knitting.
So you're like pro sewing machine and anti-crochet.
Yes. Right.
Now it all makes sense. How you feeling about this series, RJ?
I feel good. I'm not as nervous about it as. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if Yankees. I think Yankee fans
couldn't be nervous. I'm not saying the Yankees don't win it, but how you couldn't be nervous? It's 2 of 3.
Yeah, of course. But I think the Yankees are better. I think they're playing their best baseball of the season. And listen, if you believe in due, Aaron Judge is due, and he comes in swinging a hot bat. So he versus Crochet, you have the guy with the highest average against the guy that struck out the most people in baseball. So to answer your question, yeah, Crochet's awesome. He'd probably finish second in Cy Young. Deserves all the money they gave him. Boston was ahead of the curve. Credit to them. I was wrong. And I never doubted that he was. I never said he was a bad pitcher. I just thought it was a little too early to pay him because I had concerns, and Rick pointed this out, about the kind of guy he was. But apparently he just had to get out of.
Yeah, but it's the White Sox.
Yeah,
man.
he had to get away from the White Sox.
If a guy's not willing to mortgage his health or go above and beyond for the White Sox, can you really blame him?
I guess not. Worked out for him.
Yeah, but it's not about, okay, we got to go to break, but it's not about mortgaging it for the White Sox. It's for your teammates.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was going. But, hey, turned out, I guess Rafael Devers was the problem, not Garrett Crochet. But, listen, if you believe in due for Aaron Judge, he's a lifetime postseason 200 hitter. It feels like it's time.
It does feel like it's time. It's also time to take a break. So let's take a break, come back, and when we return, a lot of callers on the line, a lot of CMT, a lot of Mel Kiper, lot of real fun interaction. It's a Tuesday. So much to do. This is, for all those times in summer. Oh, it's slow. What do we talk about? This is the anti of that. It's DNR with you on ESPN New York.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want to boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Turn things all the way up and find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hey, let me ask you something. Would you seat your 3-year-old child on a windowsill? Would you seat them beside a lit fireplace or by the deep end of a pool? One last question. Would you seat your child in a car seat that's not correct for them? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Secure their future. Seat them in the correct car seat. For more information, visit safercar.gov/the right seat.
Sponsored by the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Caffeine doesn't have to be bitter or boring anymore. 5-Hour Energy shots are bringing the flavor and energy. One of my personal favorites, strawberry banana. It's giving smoothie vibes in a compact caffeinated shot. Whether you like your energy sour, fruity, or tropical, with 17 flavors, there's something for everyone. And yeah, it's got as much caffeine as a 12-ounce cup of coffee, but with 0 sugar and no crash. Big flavor, tiny bottle, tasty caffeine done right. You can grab yours in-store or hit up 5hourenergy.com or order on Amazon today.
Out here, it's football season, where nothing beats backyard grilling, gathering around the fire pit, and cheering on your favorite team with friends. The yard is mowed, the lights are strung, and the grill is warming up. Whether you need to fill up your propane, get a new grill, or even a generator, out here, it's game day. and we're ready for it. Tractor Supply, for life out here.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
I'm home. Hey, Mom, before you ask, I've done my homework and the dishwasher's unloaded.
Nice. Hey, can you...
Hey, hon, yes, I've got the finale ready to play. Here's your wine.
Wow.
Isn't it nice not having to ask? We think so. That's why if there's a network interruption, AT&T will proactively credit you for a full day of service. Guaranteed. Credit for fiber downtime lasting 20 minutes or more, or for wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for details.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans.
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team. Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now, ESPN NFL analyst Damian Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Riddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. So we do the Couchcast last night.
Yeah.
There's a promo that just plays, We Are Football. We're watching the Jets. I'm thrilled to watch the Jets. I'm enjoying myself. At 8:15, I'm like, can we get the other game on so I can see it? And now what's wrong with you? You need to watch every game ever played in football? You just heard the ad. We are football.
We're supposed to be football. Yeah,
we are football.
I felt the same way. I wanted to have that, so we could watch it. I didn't need to be as focused focused on it as the Jets game. But I mean, I had a pick in that game. Right, like Broncos was my last pick of the week,
and you won it. But by the way, and we'll get to the Yankee calls in just a moment. Raymond, 0-3 this week. Raymond,
I'm hanging my head in shame. It's terrible. It's the worst.
Are you 5-7 now?
I put all my hopes on the Jets, and now look what's happened.
Yeah, but Raymond's had here's the thing about Raymond is Raymond goes super hot, and then he'll have a little 0-3 mixed in.
Yeah, 0-3 mixed in, or two really bad weeks.
Yeah.
But
so what are we looking at right now? Me and you, Rick, are both 6-6, and RJ and Raymond are 5-7.
That's it.
I got the.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
RJ says yes. And by the way, I'm 6-6 after starting out 0-3.
Great. I mean, great bounce back.
I'm 5-7.
I am going along here well.
I don't even have an 0-3. I just stink.
There's no way you're 5-7.
I actually am 5-7.
Oh, you said 5-7.
I'm 5-7 and 5-7.
And you were 2-1 this week.
Yeah.
How tall do you think he is?
I was joking.
Which underlines how much I stink.
I don't think you stink.
But you're only a game off the pace.
Yeah, I should be better.
You should be.
Dave's the one we got to worry about right now because Dave, I can tell, he's super confident. He's telling everyone about his picks. He's seeing the board well. I mean, outside of that Ravens debacle, I mean, he's been solid.
Yeah. I've had 3 consecutive weeks of 2-1.
It does feel like you got something going. I don't really know how you're doing it, but it does feel like you got something going right now.
Well, every now and then you see the light through the clouds, and that's what I'm doing at the moment.
You did once go on a heater where you 20x'd your money back in your.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so
it was unbelievable, and also the worst thing that could have ever happened.
But my point is, it's in there.
Yes, and if you unleash it, you could get a loud roar. And it feels like we're on the verge of that happening.
You feel like this is the build-up to the roar.
This is my roar. Yes.
You sound vicious.
It can be.
Roar!
Yeah, it very well might be. Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, that's when it's Tully time. Yankees, Red Sox. Game 1, Wild Card Series tonight. First pitch right here on 880, 6:08 p.m. And that's it. That's the only thing that really matters tonight. And that's Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Let's get to a couple of the calls, and then we'll go to RJ with some CMT. Angel on the highway. Angel, how you feeling heading into the series?
Hey, good morning, guys. I'm
I'm 50-50. Like the Boston gave us a hard time throughout the season, and I'm not too confident we could. The bats could literally go silent anytime.
They could. You can't afford that. The problem is Crochet is a terrific pitcher.
Right. I mean, that's the issue though. Like the Yankees have a hard time hitting good pitching. Yeah, most teams have a hard time hitting good pitching. That's what makes it good pitching.
Right. It's not like other teams are teeing off on Crochet and the Yankees struggle with him. He's terrific.
Right. So I mean, Crochet's number against the Yankees this year is he's 3-0. His ERA is 3.29, and he's got 39 strikeouts in the 4 starts against the Yankees.
All right. Now listen, those are really good numbers, but it's not like his ERA is .72.
No, listen, I mean, you got Max Fried on the mound, and you're at home. Okay? I mean, would you have liked to win the division? Of course you'd like to win the division, right? To avoid a 3-game series would be great. That doesn't happen because Toronto also takes care of their business. So now you're playing the Red Sox. It's at home. We spent how many weeks talking about how important, where this series was going to play, was going to be. I mean, this team can steal bases, so you got to control the running game. You got to be fundamentally sound.
You have a lefty on the mound tonight and tomorrow night.
Right. I'm actually surprised. So Crochet's on the mound, which I understand. Wells is going to catch. Volpe will play short. I'm actually surprised that they're not going, even though offensively he's just not good, with McMahon at third base with Fried on the mound.
Because you want your best defense in the game?
I would want my best defense.
Yeah. So a buddy of mine who is in MLB circles sent me a text. I was like, really? I didn't even think about it. He said, don't be surprised if Jazz doesn't play tonight.
Come on, no way.
I agree with you.
Seriously?
Yeah. He said the Yankees don't like this lefty-lefty matchup.
I don't know about that.
I agree.
What, they have Caballero play second base?
I don't know what you would do.
I think you'd have to. Then you'd have Rosario play third base. You're just going to load up righties?
I mean, listen, Buster did just say they want to get as many righties into the
right,
lineup.
But Caballero's not a good. But Caballero's not a great offensive player. What if Raymond? Look up Caballero's splits against lefties and righties.
But it didn't occur to me that Jazz Chisholm would be part of the shrapnel that would not play.
Well, no, but now you're at the mercy of how long Crochet lasts. Like you can go with hey, listen. Once we start hitting right-handed arms out of the bullpen, we'll throw these guys in. Well, what happens if Crochet's just lights out?
Right, and you don't get any. What happens if they go Crochet to Chapman? So now you just never play Chisholm?
I don't. I would be shocked if that happened. I would be surprised.
Let's go to the calls. Tom in the Bronx. Tom, you're on ESPN New York. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. I just wanted to share a couple quick facts about the wild card. So I know you guys mentioned it earlier, but the wild card has only gone to 3 games.
Once,
I believe four times, and I think twice it was with the Mets. Once with the Giants series, or
I think the most recent one was the Mets.
Went 3 games. That's when Musgrove was
Padres,
taking the.
And then last year with the Brewers. But so that kind of leads into my point about momentum. I think just based off how the Yankees ended the postseason last year, starting off strong, especially with specific guys, is going to be the key. It would be great if Volpe could get a pretty easy ground ball early on. If Judge could at least work a deep count and maybe get on his first couple at bats. And the one good thing about the Yankees, and I think it's been promising, is they've seen a lot of Crochet, and each time they've seen him, they've gotten better. Last time, I believe they had 2 home runs against him up in Fenway. So there has been progression, but again, it's just all about the start, in my opinion, guys.
Well, I mean, and thanks for the call, Tom. It was good. Fried has to be great too. Max Fried has not been a great postseason pitcher.
Well, listen, I mean, just in general, going and forget it's Crochet against your ace. So I mean, it goes without saying. I mean, Max Fried, as a Yankee, the expectation now is that you perform in the postseason. As good as he was, he had the little, he had that stretch of games once he had the blister that he wasn't very good, and people were starting to question what happened to Max Fried. Will he figure it out? And yeah, he figured it out because he's a really good pitcher. So now you got your ace going up against their ace, and you're in Yankee Stadium, and of course it's going to be Yankee Stadium. You talk about the start, the fan base is going to be restless. The last thing you'd want to do is get off to a slow start. You start kicking balls around or something else, and the fan base, Yankees fans start going crazy.
So I just brought it up. Any idea what Fried's ERA is in the postseason?
Oh, you said it wasn't good.
Over 5.
Yeah. How many starts though?
Not a few. He's 2-5. With a 5 ERA. Ricky started 12 games in the postseason.
Okay, well that's not great.
That's not a small sample size.
No, but he's pitching great right now.
He's pitching great right now, and I think he is great. And he showed this season that New York is it is not too big for him at all, which it is for a lot of guys.
Well, but it's not even New York. New York's not too big for Aaron Judge. It's just once you get to the postseason, like Buster was talking about, there are some players like Gary, Derek Jeter, Eli Manning, who it's just another game for them. That's why Derek Jeter's postseason numbers are almost identical to his regular season numbers.
It's amazing.
He just doesn't feel like he has to do too much. He just goes out and does what he normally does. And there's other guys that, I'm sure in Aaron Judge's mind, he goes up there trying, bases are empty, he's trying to hit a 3-run home run. Like, that's the amount of pressure he's putting on himself.
Yeah, Jeter never got anxious or nervous. It was just what it was, and other guys do.
But I also think that sometimes, there is a benefit to having, really good players around you. Like, Jeter was on some really good baseball teams, so you don't feel like you have to do it all by yourself.
Correct. Even better than some really good baseball teams. Some all-time great baseball teams.
Right. So, in defense of Aaron Judge a little bit, there have been Yankees teams that he's dragged to the postseason.
Correct. And in defense of Aaron Judge, there were times that Derek Jeter was not really, and he was always great, but you didn't look and say, if we shut down Jeter, the Yankees don't have anything else.
As players, they're not even comparable. Aaron Judge is a much better player than Derek Jeter ever was.
But Yankee fans will hear that and get angry at you.
Listen, I love Derek Jeter. I think Derek Jeter is an all-time great, but, you're looking at one of the greatest to ever play the game in Aaron Judge right now.
And if you would possibly hear this and be annoyed by it and or call us and say Jeter better than Judge, you're just not looking at it properly. You're just not.
So, listen, I think that the way the Yankees are playing right now is the perfect time to start. Like, I don't want to play a 3-game series just because I know it's just like weird stuff can happen.
Mm-hmm.
But the way Aaron Judge is swinging the bat right now, I would, if I'm him, I'm like, okay, I'm happy that there's no time off here. Let's just keep this thing
You better
rolling.
win tonight. Because if you don't win tonight, there's no belief that you're going to win the series.
Well, you saw the stats.
Because nobody has.
This new format.
Right. Let's quickly go to Javier in Queens, and then we'll go to CMT. Javier, good morning. How are you?
Oh, glorious morning, boys. The couch cast last night, while it was great, the advertising of Unfiltered Rick, there was a lot of questioning about what was going on with Rick in that chat. A lot of, did they give him one of Mad Dog's gummies? This guy was very
docile.
He wasn't Rick. He wasn't Unfiltered Rick.
I could have used the gummy last night.
It was disappointing.
Really? So Rick, in your mind, did not win the couch cast?
Did anybody? But no, Rick did not win the couch cast. So listen, how do I feel about this series? Listen, very well hydrated, thanks to all the tears from yesterday. I think this machine, Big Brother, is gonna be just fine. And this is why. I feel like Boston has to win Game 1 to have a chance in the series, whereas the Yankees cannot take Game 1 and very well take this series. I think Boston is kind of cornered into making sure.
There's no evidence that that's the case. No team has ever lost Game 1 and won this best-of-3 series.
Great point, Dave. But I will also point to just how the Yankees kind of ended the season and the last series they actually had with Boston to kind of show you how they looked against them, especially without Roman Anthony.
Do you trust Rodon?
I think they're okay.
Do you? I know he's had a great year. You down 1-0, season on the line, Rodon on the mound. You wouldn't be beside yourself with panic?
No, I have to trust. I'm going to the game. I'm going tomorrow. I have to trust him, and I'm going to believe in him. I'm going to give him all. I'm going to give him all I got. He's going to get everything from me. He's going to get everything from the stadium. So I feel good about the Yankees' chances in this. There's no reason to feel down on the Yankees in this series.
I agree.
No
with
reason,
that.
right?
And thanks for the call. My point is, Rick, if they lose tonight with Rodon on the mound in a must-win, I don't know how you could have ultimate confidence in that situation.
Right. Listen, you can use whatever stats or previous performances that you want to make your case. Right. Last time the Yankees played the Red Sox without Roman Anthony. You could also point to the last time the Red Sox were at Yankee Stadium. I think they took 3 of 4. They won 9 of 13 against the Yankees this year. So for them, they're feeling like, hey, this is a good matchup for us. On top of no team that's lost Game 1 has won the series, and we have Garrett Crochet on the mound. We'll take our chances.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel great about heading into the series as well.
The problem here's why I think most people, I don't like it, and I know you don't like it, but we'll point to, hey, the playoffs is a crapshoot, because there's a lot of times where you can take all that stuff and you can throw it right out the window. Like guys perform differently in the postseason. It's what drives me crazy about analytics. We don't take into account, like the pressure of the moment, or just something like Aaron Judge is the best player in baseball. You get him to the postseason, and he's like over since 2020. I think he's hitting 160. That guy just hit 331 during the course of a regular season to win the batting title. Right. He hits, since 2020, he's hitting 160.
Right. So, but if Aaron Judge goes 2 for 14 in this 3-game set, he's going to get crushed.
Of course he's going to get crushed, but that's, Aaron Judge isn't necessarily Aaron Judge in the playoffs. Maybe that changes, right? You gave me Max Fried's numbers in the postseason. Now, hopefully for Yankees fans, that changes. You see it in the NFL all the time. Patrick Mahomes Josh Allen against Patrick Mahomes in the regular season, Josh Allen wins. Mm-hmm. Josh Allen in the postseason against Patrick Mahomes doesn't win.
Yep. We'll go to CMT in a moment. RJ, I want to read you an email I got, which is unsettling about somebody on the show.
Am I that somebody?
Maybe.
Okay.
It's from Tim Bowman. He says, Rick did not win the Couchcast. He looked very stressed. It was giving off the I forgot to submit my term paper vibes. He should have sat in your seat, Dave. He was too front and center. It affected the Couchcast. It affected his performance. It was very stressful for him.
Right. It had nothing to do with the seat. I can promise you that.
Rick has a lot of anxiety for these things.
Well, here's the thing.
It wasn't for these things. It was watching a Jets game.
Well, yeah. And
I was watching
a Jets game, and now you're under the microscope.
Well, I don't think it's that. By the way, it was on YouTube, and you could watch our YouTube channel now, ESPN New York. Correct me if I'm wrong, Rink. I would say that's how you watch. It's not like watching football like you would think, like sitting back with a sandwich, cracking a beer.
No.
Like it's intense. Like you
I
take
can't
notes.
Watch football like everyone else watches football because I have to talk about it on Monday. Like do I watch regular games when my team's not playing and just enjoy myself? Yeah. Was I allowed to drink last night? No.
That's the problem.
Well,
you needed a beer.
It wasn't set up for me to go wild. I can't swear. We're not drinking. What do you want me to, I don't understand what I was expected to do. That's a you problem. That you thought I was just going to get unhinged and start doing crazy crap last night.
Didn't Jacob's Pickles supply some stuff?
It was like pumpkin beer.
Rick is a professional.
Had a biscuit beer. Doc was a fan of it.
Pumpkin beer can be delicious.
Doc's a fan of anything that's free. We took a trash bag full of free T-shirts home last night.
Really? I saw him going through looking for his size as we were getting ready to leave.
He asked the poor janitor that got stuck there cleaning the place up afterwards at like 11 o'clock at night. He goes, "Can I get one of those trash bags?" And he just loaded the bag up.
Of course he did. He asked, he was in the Gap. He's like, "Do you have this in a large?" And I was like, "He's this man is cleaning up after us. He
was fully shopping. Yeah,
not a salesperson. I thought he was going to ask for a dressing room at some point.
I'm surprised he didn't drive off in the mini Raptor. If he could have carried that, he would have taken it.
I believe that to be true. RJ.
Hi.
RJ.
Hi.
Oh, there you are. How you doing?
Good.
That's nice. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Well, take it away, RJ.
To cuddle. I'm servicing 3 times as many people as he's able to get to.
To marry. Not everyone can afford to take off work and pay whatever it costs to get a foursome.
Or to trash.
Let the wild rumpus begin.
That.
Want a meat stick?
Is the question.
A meat stick.
That will never get old for me.
I think that sometimes, and perhaps we've painted this character of Rick, that he just goes out and he just goes wild in the office. He does have a very high level of prep and professionalism.
Very high level of, I'll say this, he preps more than I do. He's very well versed in everything going on. I just think the expectations were set last night that Rick would be a certain way, and he didn't live up to that way, and people are disappointed about it.
Listen, I'm here to defend him.
If you wanted the best version of me, it shouldn't have been a Jets game.
Well, if you want the best version
especially when the Jets stink,
of Rick, I'm not sure there can be cameras.
Probably.
Well, then what fun is that for anybody?
Well, no, there could be cameras. I just got to be allowed to do what I want to do.
I don't know if that's going to happen.
It's got to be like a Playboy After Dark situation.
No, I don't think it has to be naked, but I get stifled.
You're very stifled.
Very stifled.
Because here's the thing, for anyone that was going after Rick, this is going to lead to a question later. He's still operating under the same rules as if we were on the radio.
Right, that's the problem.
Yes.
And John continued to hammer that home. And outside of the one time where Peter decided that cursing would be a good idea.
He did it a couple times.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Did you catch that curse?
I may have.
Uh-huh.
If I knew what you were talking about.
Right, of course, because it may not have happened.
I don't.
RJ?
You got something to do?
RJ?
Yeah.
Before you start this whole beautiful CMT, can I just interject one quick thing?
Yeah. You're
listening to DiPietro and Rothenberg on WHSQ, WCBS FM HD to New York.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That was really nice.
And if I hadn't granted you that time, you know what you would have said? You just quietly withdraw your shoulders and move on, like A.J. Brown, because he's happy in Philadelphia.
Oh, he's very happy.
Fantastic. He's going to read War. He's going to read War and Peace by the time the season's over.
They should have like his feelings as week to week.
They kind of are.
Yeah.
By the way, the Eagles are 4-0. So
I don't know how either.
We're gonna get.
I know how.
9 targets in the game.
We're gonna get to them.
They just throw the ball in the second half.
Before we get to them,
Not successfully.
On the aforementioned YouTube and the Jets losing, unfortunately, this question needs to be asked because we need to gauge where things are at. Cuddle Mary Trash, the team that you believe is actually the worst in football.
Oh, this is a fun question, RJ.
I'm sorry.
Thanks for it.
Sorry. Jets, Titans.
Dave, bust his chops about crocheting the Dodgers again, would you please?
What?
You know what? You need to take my side with that then.
I'm on your side. Go,
I
get him.
tried to incite him. I couldn't even incite him.
Get after him.
Go ahead. What am I doing? Worst team in the NFL?
Yeah.
Jets,
Titans. Who's the third?
Saints.
Yep.
Saints. All right. So I'm marrying the worst.
Yep.
I'm going to marry the Titans. The Titans look awful. They're non-competitive. They're terrible.
Their butt.
The Saints are like they're competing. So I'll marry the Titans. I will cuddle the Jets. I will trash the Saints. I mean, the Saints of those three teams are playing the best football right now.
So right now in this moment, who's the worst?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I don't know that there's really another answer than what I gave. But
No, I think you might have had the answer. I mean, I could let my feelings get involved here and just marry the Jets right now because I hate them, but I won't do that.
Wait till next week. Justin Fields is going to look like Pat Mahomes.
Right. Quarterback said it, so how do I disagree with him? Said the team is butt. They stink. I'll marry the Titans. I'll cuddle the Jets. I'll trash the Saints.
Ray, you going to the game?
I might.
You say that about the Saints. They have been outscored by 55 points.
Right.
Which is pretty
but they had the one disaster.
It's still horrifying.
And they just
lost to Mac Jones.
But they just lost by 12 points, and they were very competitive in that game against the Bills.
I wonder about the Bills.
Their defense is not good.
Which leads me to my next question.
Oh.
So on the other side of things, the prosperous teams in the league. We're 4 games in at the old school quarter mark where you, in theory, get an idea of who's for real and who's not. Who's the best team in football? Would it be those Bills? Would it be those Eagles we spoke about? Or are the sexy Lions back?
Oh, sexy Lions. Are they back?
Rawr!
They are sexy.
I know Dave's not going to like my answer.
No, I'm going to agree with you.
I'm going to marry the Eagles. I'll cuddle the Bills. I'll trash the Lions. I'm still going with Josh Allen.
And this pains me, and I believe this is probably why RJ did it, to put me in this Sophie's choice of questions. I'll marry the Eagles.
Go Birds.
Shut your mouth.
See, that was unnecessary.
Why?
I'm going to cuddle the Lions. I think the Lions are a more complete team. The Lions are healthier on defense than they were last season. I'm going to cuddle the Lions. The Bills
says, "Go Birds." My reaction was, "Your mother."
Logical.
I'm very concerned about the Bills' defense. It is very questionable.
Yeah, I know they're banged up. Matt Milano and Ed Oliver missed a bunch of time. Their secondary is all beat up, but I don't think that's the wrong answer. Because we went into the season saying, well, if not now for Buffalo and for Baltimore, then when? Tell you what, it doesn't look so good for Baltimore. And Kansas City might.
I mean, but Baltimore and Buffalo are on two different planes right now.
Right now,
Buffalo's
yes.
still 4-0.
Yeah, no, but going into the year, that was the narrative on both teams.
Yeah, now is the time.
And it feels like we had the moment, like we did so many times with the Patriots, with these Chiefs, where is this the teetering moment? It's like, oh well, here they are. Feels like they're just going to go on a run and pile up some wins, and you're going to look up, and they got 12 of them. And that feels like how this is going to go. And all of a sudden, the Chargers look a whole lot more beatable too. So
every week, man, it's a week-to-week league.
Just because the mighty Giants got them this week doesn't mean that they're
Here we
highly
go.
beatable.
That's a great win for the
Dave
Giants.
is back.
Yeah.
Not even being hyperbolic.
I'm very excited for the Giants and the Saints.
That's hey.
I'm being sincere. I am.
You're 2-3. I mean, we're not going to pretend like there's.
They're not going to the playoffs, but you're 2-3. At least there's a little momentum.
There's
you
a
have
lot of
something
momentum
to talk about for a few weeks at least. What are we talking about? Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, right now we're on Aaron Glenn employment watch, according to some people.
Marco G. I think Rick was great last night. Carlin was underrated, very funny, going after the least favorite host of the station.
Wow.
Which is Peter, because everybody hates him. Marco G.
We are attacking Peter.
Yeah. Well, we're going to get to that, too.
We were just feeding Carlin, too. Like, just no.
You know what? He leans right into it, though.
You said
people calling out John for, like, it's mauling the cake, I saw.
He did get in there with that cake.
He was cutting it with a plastic knife.
He
Right?
got in there.
Fingers were in it.
By the way, underrated how good the Bronco pick was last night.
It's a nice pick, right?
Cover 7.5. That was never close.
Yes.
You got into
he was very stressed.
You got into the second quarter and you were like, "Yep."
Yeah, he's got a cheerleader. His father-in-law watches every game, rooting for him, rubbing his shoulders, and he roots against all of us.
I told you he was like the FBI. He was like an informant. He was shaking me down for information.
Well, no, he was mad at me though. He was mad at me because he also liked the Rams. I didn't take the Rams, and he was pissed.
Mm-hmm.
I was.
You went 2-1. No one can be annoyed when you go 2-1.
Before the
I'm not annoyed.
Yeah, before the U.S. got decimated at the Ryder Cup, I'm out there just for a moment during one of our commercial breaks watching, just out by the range, and I told you, and then the question just shift from what a cool event to what do you think about the Rams?
Yeah, boy, this John Rahm is good, huh? You think the Rams cover the 3.5? You gonna take them?
It's kind of how it went. So you were talking earlier about Yankees Red Sox. Can hear that right here tonight, ESPN New York, 6 o'clock after DHR. You outlined some players, 3 of them, 3 names caught my attention, that perhaps some Yankee fans have some concerns about. So I asked the 2 of you, cut my trash, who concerns you the most on the Yankee side going into the series? Would it be Anthony Volpe? Would it be Devin Williams? Or would it be, now that the playoffs have started, Aaron Judge?
Well, I'm marrying the one I'm most concerned about.
Yep.
I'm trashing Aaron Judge. I'm not concerned with Aaron Judge. Quite frankly, I think that's silly that you would even put him in this 3.
I think he has to be in this 3.
No. Well, then you can answer it differently. I'm trashing Aaron Judge. I think you can see Devin Williams on such an island. Like Volpe cannot play well, and they can be okay, at least offensively. You'll disagree, and that's fine. I'm going to cuddle Volpe. I'm going to marry Devin Williams, especially off of last year's debacle, which might have broken him.
Okay, so I don't know if you answered the question properly. I mean, I guess you can answer the question however you want. I don't think you answered the question like how RJ intended it to be answered.
Did I not, RJ?
Yeah, you know what? Rick won the Couchcast.
I'm going to...
You know what? Crochet doesn't stink like you've said.
We'll see tonight.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to marry Devin Williams. I'm going to cuddle Judge. I'll trash Volpe.
Yeah, you're looking at Judge like the body of work, like who's the better player. Like, Judge is a lifetime, I think it's like 208 playoff hitter.
At some point, the worm is going to...
Right, but he hasn't yet. And if he doesn't hit, you don't win.
If we turn on these mics tomorrow, and Aaron Judge went 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts, and the Yankees lose, what are we going to be talking about?
Aaron Judge going 0 for 4
it'll
with
be
2
mentioned,
strikeouts.
but what does Fried do in this game? Does Fried go 5 innings and 5 runs?
Well, yeah, if Fried gets blown up, then it's a moot point. But if it's a close game...
If the Yankees lose 3-2 and Judge strikes out with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 9th inning, yes, that will probably be the theme of the show.
I just made an outline. You just made it like that hurt what you just did.
I'm sorry.
It's like you could envision it.
I see the future.
Well, that's what he does now. On his Giants Obsession podcast, he also gives Jackson Dart predictions.
Did you see how close I was?
It wasn't that close.
Oh, I was right there.
It wasn't that close.
Well, you bring that up. I have an uncomfortable question. Why aren't we getting those predictions?
Why don't you ask?
Come on.
What do you mean?
Come on.
Because I peruse everything. I may have come across the take that Jackson Dart's the Giants quarterback for the next 10 or 12 years. I didn't. Where was that take yesterday?
Well, that's obvious.
You're holding out on us.
No, what do you want? Ask me right here in front of God and everybody.
RJ, say what you want to say. RJ, don't keep it pent up inside. Say what you want to say.
With that running style,
God, what do you want?
With that running style, I'd take the under. By the way,
you're holding out on us.
I'm not holding out. I'll give you guys everything I have.
You're holding your best Giants takes.
I have everything.
You are holding
that goes
back
to you guys, and then there's more. And that goes to the podcast.
I know.
That is the definition of holding back. Dave.
Yeah.
That's the definition.
No, because there's oftentimes on the show where I'm muted. I'm not allowed to give my opinion.
Where?
I'm bullied by Rick. Rick gets very aggressive in my face, doesn't let me get stuff out. You guys, there's a nastiness to you, and sometimes I can't get my stuff out. You want, from now on, every week I'll give you a stat line that's going to happen for Jackson Dart. Every week.
I just want your best takes.
Listen. Great take. Give it to you every week.
You're holding out.
It's outlandish.
I would never hold that on you. I give it to you every time you want it.
Wild allegations of being smothered, of
All
being
right.
muted.
So we got to address the other uncomfortable thing, and that's the allegations that Rick wasn't his best on the Couchcast. So, Dave, I ask you.
Yeah.
By the way, subscribe now, ESPN New York channel. Watch now on YouTube. Cut my trash. Who lost the Couchcast?
Oh, I like this.
Would it be allegedly docile Rick,
Rick,
who was merely just preparing for the show? Would it be controversial Peter? Or, I need you to answer honestly, would it be yourself for this being your reaction once Tyreek Hill got hurt?
Great.
Oh, no. It's
He's on my
snapped.
fantasy team, so that's great.
On my fantasy team.
It's the real raw reaction, though. Like I said.
I mean, that's an honest, genuine reaction.
It's the real person.
It's not like I'm friends with Tyreek Hill.
Great.
Oh,
Guys, what are my
no.
three choices
It's
here?
He's on my fantasy team.
Guy's leg is dangling, and he says he's on my fantasy
He's
team.
on my, and you know what? I lost by 0.9 points last night.
The man has one leg.
What am I?
Guy's dealing with a dislocated knee.
Right.
Shredded ligaments, could have nerve
I'm
damage.
not happy about it.
Yeah,
I
it just
didn't
came out this
celebrate
morning.
it.
He's going to need knee surgery, multiple ligament tears, including his ACL.
Right.
Well, that was obvious. That was
It's
awful.
usually what happens when you dislocate your knee.
Yeah. Well, there was people saying, "Oh, it's only a dislocated knee last night."
I want to know who those people are.
But by the
I'm
way,
not naming names.
But he might be a certified psychopath because he's clapping and
He's
smiling and
you would've
shouting
thought
yes.
He had like an ingrown toenail the way he was
He's
smiling and
shouting
giggling
yes
on the
to
way
the
off.
sky as he's being wheeled off.
So what is this here, Rick?
Ingrown toenail, very painful though.
Very. You're right. I
Very
probably said like a
painful.
paper cut.
You ever see that Mark Sanchez video?
I once had to go to the hospital for an ingrown toenail.
That doesn't surprise me.
It hurt. It's and it gets infected. It's very
Right.
dangerous.
Got to cut that thing out.
All right. So what is it, RJ? It's Rick. It's me.
Peter.
Who lost?
Who lost?
I'm marrying the loser.
Yep.
You got to take Dave out. You got to put John in.
Why John?
Did John have a bad outing?
didn't think John was
not great.
bad.
John was not great.
John's antenna's already up.
Stop.
He's already unhappy.
John was wearing. John was dressed up as the ball boy for the Jets. He had team issued sneakers on, a medium Garrett Wilson jersey. He was asking crazy questions.
I thought John was great.
You're such a.
I thought John was great. If I thought John was substandard, I would absolutely say it. I thought Michael was good. I thought Don was good. I thought Carlin was excellent. I'm going to marry. So I'm marrying the one I thought was the worst. Is that correct?
Yep.
I'm going to marry Peter. And part of that comes from my viewpoint. And he was also very loud, which was very disconcerting to people. Like he was screaming at the responses he was giving. And then I can't ignore the masses that are just in droves sending an email saying Peter was awful last night. So I'm going to marry
He broke
Peter.
a microphone. He did his mic drop, broke the microphone.
Did you see that, RJ? When he
he broke the microphone.
He threw his microphone down on a like a real floor,
like he spiked it.
hard
like
floor.
as opposed to a fake floor.
No, but I mean like when it's in the wrestling ring, it's like a soft mat. This was a hard surface, and he took his mic and he slammed it down to drop the mic because he was having a stupid conversation saying that wrestling is more does better in ratings than baseball. And then yeah. So it's not great. So I'm gonna marry Peter. I don't think that I did anything wrong. I mean, my immediate reaction was Tyreek Hill is on my fantasy team, so that stinks for him, and it stinks also for me. So I will cuddle Rick, and I will trash myself.
I'd have John on this list. I don't think that Dave should be on this list. In fairness to Dave, I thought Dave was good. He had some good lines. I will marry Peter also. Broke the microphone. At one point, took a piece of cake with, instead of using a plate and a napkin, and was eating it with his fingers. Which was disgusting.
Right. And we had to have like somebody run over a plate to hand it to him.
He had a very awkward comment about some stuff. I'll marry him. I'll cuddle myself. I'll trash Dave.
Well done.
Dave
All right,
won
RJ, nice job by you.
Oh, that was fun.
All right, let's bring him in. I mean, he's jack of all trades. You go NFL, you go college football, you go anywhere you want. We bring in our dear friend, the great Mel Kiper Jr. Good morning, Mel. How are you?
Good morning, guys. I was trying to figure out my quarterback ratings when I come out with these first top 10 positional rankings in a couple weeks. I was just working on that this morning when you guys called to do the show. So there you go.
Beautiful. We look forward to that. So are you surprised the Jets are where they are right now? Like I'm not saying they were going to be great, but they look like they might be. RJ just asked the question, are they the worst team in football? You surprised that we're here so quickly with this Jets team?
Well, you think back to the opener when they had a chance to win a football game, and they had opportunities. So, again, the Tampa Bay game last night was just a disaster from the start. It just didn't happen. It was the sloppy play, the penalties, and all the mistakes, and not getting the lead early when you had the chance. All those opportunities, it's an NFL game. And we were talking yesterday about some different Jets fans. Oh, this is a game we can win. This is a game. Miami thought the same thing. Miami, you play the Jets, think, okay, this is a win. So everybody thinks they got to get a win, too. They had a winless team. So they made the plays they needed to, and then Fields late got it going, but early on, again, the same struggle. So, again, you look at the Jets, you say, okay, that's why I'm looking at these quarterbacks right now. And you have to assess these guys. The problem is these quarterbacks in college aren't playing up to the level we thought they would either. We thought it would be a 7-8 deep quarterback group with potential first-rounders. That hasn't materialized yet. So this quarterback class isn't going to be, the way it looks right now, as good as we thought it would be. So that will impact teams at the top of the board, too. We're going to have to choose between 1, 2, or 3 guys, not 5, 6, 7 guys.
Mel, because I'm not an animal, and you actually started off the conversation with you're doing your quarterback rankings, let me ask you about your quarterback rankings as you know.
Well,
right
when he said that, he said they don't come out for weeks.
Well,
so
no,
I
just want to get
on
a
the
gauge.
spot. He might not want to give that information.
No. About 10 days, guys. 10 days it'll be out.
All right, so I don't want the final list, but right now, give me, as we're sitting here today, your top 2 or 3 that we could see on that list.
Well, I think it's locked in. Number 1 is Dante Moore. Based on what we saw last week, what we knew he was coming out of high school, and he was ranked ahead of Arch Manning and up there at the top for a reason. He goes to UCLA, and it just didn't work at UCLA. That's, again, where you talk about the NFL. Some quarterbacks struggle early. We say, they stink. Get them out of here. They're overrated. You got to give guys time, whether it's coming out of high school to college or going college to pro. Give them some time. We don't do that. Dante Moore needed some time. He needed the right situation. At UCLA, it didn't work. He started 5 games. He didn't look like the guy, right? Goes there, goes to Oregon. He sits behind Dylan Gabriel, and he learned, and he figured it out, and then he got acclimated, and then he comes in this year, and he's lighting it up. So he's only going to be 20 years of age at the draft. That's all he's going to be. He didn't turn 21 until late May. He's probably going to end up with 20 starts, 19, 20 starts. If they're obviously a playoff team, how deep they go will depend upon whether it's 19, 20 starts. But the way he performed at Happy Valley showed everything you want in a franchise quarterback. Now, their schedule will allow him to have some huge games moving forward as well. He's got incredible talent around him. So I think he's number 1. Number 2 should be John Mateer, but John Mateer's out with the injury. So when he comes back, he's got to shake off a little rust. How does he perform? Fernando Mendoza, not a great game against Iowa, but he hung in there Saturday. He made the throw to Surratt when he had to, did some things there. We knew Parker's defense would give him a little bit of trouble, and the offensive line was up against it because they were getting after Mendoza with their front 7. So he would be in that mix. And Lenora Sellers from South Carolina, thought he'd be at 1 or 2. Yeah, he threw 14 passes this past week, completed 11. Didn't get the ball to Nick Harbor, only had 1 catch. Harbor's only got 11 catches on the year. For a 6'5", 230-pound receiver, you want to see more than that. I thought he'd get 7, 8 targets a game. So I think get him more involved. But certainly Sellers, with his running ability and all the talent he has, could emerge. So he'll be right up there. And then Carson Beck's kind of reestablishing himself with that really good supporting cast at Miami. And the guys that haven't done it are Garrett Nussmeier at LSU, Drew Aller at Penn State's another one that would fall into that category of just not like Cade Klubnik, obviously early, kind of fell way down after the struggles early on at Clemson. So those are the guys that haven't yet gotten it done to the level we thought they would. And then Jaden Mayava at USC is a guy. Sawyer Robertson at Baylor are interesting. Taylon Green at Arkansas has enormous talent, but he's erratic, inconsistent with his accuracy. So he's not way up there. So that's the kind of look at the quarterback situation. So just to sum it up, guys, 1 would be Dante Moore from Oregon. 2 would be either John Mateer, Lenora Sellers, or Fernando Mendoza. That's your top 4 right there. Moore 1, and then Mateer, Mendoza, Sellers vying for 2, 3, and 4. And after that, good luck, because you're going to go with some talented guys who are struggling like Green, or you're going to go with the guys who are playing a little bit better. And then there's Jaden Craig at Harvard. We got another Ryan Fitzpatrick Harvard quarterback, and Jaden Craig, who looked really good this past week. It's the Ivy League. Postseason All-Star games will determine a lot for him, but he's going to be a day 3 pick, and he's got some arm talent. And tell you what, he was impressive with his accuracy. He threw into tight windows, and I was really impressed with Jaden Craig from Harvard this past week as a day 3 guy. Somebody's going to take a chance with and see what he can develop into.
Who thought we'd be talking about Harvard quarterbacks during your spot here today? You can go anywhere, Mel, and we love it. Jackson Dart, what'd you think? Giants get a win, surprising most people, beating the Chargers at home. I thought he played well. What did you think about the overall performance of the Giants rookie?
thought he gave him energy along with, Scatterboo gave him energy, but he needed somebody to match that energy. And I think Jackson gave the fans, gave that team, the defense, everybody surrounding the Giants on that field energy. And I think he brought that to that game. He didn't make any mistakes. He did what he needed to do. He never looked overwhelmed. I think that was the thing when everybody asked me that question the day after and whatever, it's like he didn't look over. It wasn't too big for him. And he now he's got to settle it down a little bit because you don't want to be, what did they say in Bull Durham? What did Crash tell Nuke? When you hit me when he was in the bar, when he got in the fight, what'd you hit me? With right hand, left hand? Left hand. Okay, good. Oh, you hit me with the right hand. Yeah, you don't use that right hand to be jamming up against a helmet face mask of a defensive player when you're down the field. That's with your fingers, you got your right hand, wrist. You don't want to be doing that stuff. So he'll settle that down a little bit. But that's his competitiveness right there showing in that game. You're trying to be Josh Allen, trying to shave Daboll. Hey, I'm Josh, but you're 6'2", 225. You're not 6'5", 245, 250 like Josh. So you got to kind of realize what you can do in this league, that some of that stuff doesn't work. You want to be healthy and ready to go each week. But for Jackson Dart, the competitiveness, the decision-making, the way he can move, the way he can escape, the way he can buy time and create, it bodes well for them thinking that, hey, it looks like we might have the right guy here. That's the most important thing. They look like, hey, first games can be deceptive. We had a lot of guys come out of the shoot and look like, hey, they could be the guy, and they kind of fizzled after that. I don't necessarily see that happening with Jackson. That's why when I did the mock last year, people kind of scoffed at it. I had him going 9 to New Orleans. And I thought, okay, he could be an Ole Miss quarterback. Maybe the Giants at 3 is a little high for another Ole Miss quarterback after Eli, but you had the Saints at 9. Haven't taken a quarterback since Archie Manning in 1970. Go back to Ole Miss and take Jackson Dart at 9 because that's way too high. Well, we'll see if it's way too high as we move forward. But Jackson Dart showed that the Giants may have hit on that quarterback. We'll just keep our fingers crossed that he keeps improving and developing, and that will put him way ahead because in that division, guys, with Jaden and with Hurts and with Dak, you can't be fourth. You can't be a distant fourth. You can't be fourth overall at quarterback. So they got to hope he can get right up there with those guys I just mentioned and have one of the best quarterbacks in that division.
Yeah, the only concern with him is the beating that he took, right, Mel? I mean, the hits, he ends up tweaking his left hamstring. I think that would be the only concern with what you saw.
Well, yeah, but we had that with Josh, though. That was the thing, too, with Josh when he was coming. Everybody, you got to get down. Remember the New England game? Remember he took a hit there, and that was the year where the first year was where he took hits. And remember, he was able to miss a little time, and he wasn't able to be out there, 100% every week and didn't protect his body. He was just doing exactly. I remember he hurdled a guy in the Minnesota game. He's hurdling guys. He was doing that. That's what Josh did. And early on, he learned to settle that down. They still will take on people, but he learned to pick your spots, right? Pick your spots in games. And when you're going to need to do that, need to be a Superman. So for Jackson, I think he'll figure that out. But Josh did the same thing as a rookie. They're trying to prove something. They want to show their teammates. That's just the way they're playing, free and easy, and trying to just go do whatever comes natural. So he'll figure that out. But like I say, Josh did the exact same thing his rookie year.
Mel, other rookie quarterback, Cam Ward. I mean, he came out, our team stinks, we're really bad. Are you concerned at all about him and how he's being handled and how bad his team is right now?
Well, I think Callahan turned over the play calling, and Callahan's game management last year wasn't good, and it wasn't good this year. I mean, he cost them a couple games last year with not kicking field goals and going for it on fourth downs. They could have won a few more games last year. Now, you think about where they are this year, their offensive line's still the same problem. And you got Bill Callahan, his dad, who's one of the best offensive line coaches, I said, in NFL history. When you talk to people in the league, Bill Callahan's the guy. That offensive line hasn't come together, and that's the issue there. And then, of course, Calvin Ridley. He's getting a lot of money. Calvin Ridley has dropped almost as many as caught. So, the drops keep happening and then keep hurting this up. You don't have many possessions in NFL games, and you cannot have penalties and drops and miscues. You just can't because you don't have that many opportunities to get points. And that's the issue you have, and that's what has really hurt Tennessee because I watch them every week with Cam and trying to see what his development will be. That's just been a major, major problem. You see the arm talent, you see the escapability, you see his competitiveness, but he needs some help. And right now, the Tennessee Titans need a lot of work on that side of the ball around their quarterback.
Mel, I want to go back to college quickly, and you mentioned Drew Aller and Dante Moore in that game, Penn State on Saturday night. Mm-hmm. They never win a big game. I've never seen anything like it. What is is it the coaching? Is it the moment? Like the James Franklin's record against ranked teams, even at home, is horrendous. And I know people love Penn State, but what is wrong here?
Well, they had a heck of a team came in there. They battled back down 17-3 in the fourth quarter. When they got up 17-3, Dan Lanning was celebrating like he thought the game was over. He'll learn from that, too. The game's not over. You got a whole quarter to go, and Penn State showed a lot coming back. They got that game. They got into overtime. Looked like they had the upper hand and were going to win that football game, and they didn't. And that's Dante Moore doing what he needed to do, being basically unflappable and unfazed by anything. Dante Moore was the difference. Drew Aller in the pick, he did the same thing last year in those games. He had the quarterback this year needed to be the difference maker because there's no more excuses about receivers not getting separation. That was the issue last year. Receivers just don't get separation. Yeah, everything's in the tight windows. And Tyler Warren is the only guy you can count on. He had 102 catches. That's great. But everybody came back. The running backs came back. The O-line was going. They said 8-9 deep. They lost Tyler Warren, but they had a couple young tight ends. They brought in 3 transfer receivers, and they were supposed to be able to get separation. And for Drew, it's still the inconsistency with the accuracy and the precise passing. That's the same thing's been an issue with Trevor Lawrence in Jacksonville. It's not about completions, it's about preciseness. Not the work to make the catch. That's what you make your receiver work hard. He's making them work. And even against Villanova, we brought that game up a couple weeks ago. He wasn't accurate there and precise there, even against a 1AA opponent. So he's got a ton of starts. He's a veteran. He should be playing at a higher level. And right now, Drew Aller's got to be the difference and be the guy that steps up and plays like a top 10 pick in the draft. Right now, he's playing anything but a top 10 pick. He's not playing anything like you would want in the first or second rounder. So he's the guy right now kind of on the spot to pick it up and start playing to the level we thought he would, like I say, back in August.
Mel Kiper Jr. joins us here on the show. Mel, I don't want to put you in a bad mood, but I know this is your team, and you expected them to, at the very least, get to the Super Bowl. What's going on with your Baltimore Ravens right now?
They're just beat up. I mean, they're just really – and Matt BK, unfortunately, that's sad to see. He's out for the year. He's a key guy up front. I mean, you talk about a great football player. That's your interior difference maker. And Van Doy, and then we talked about Jair Alexander, and now look at the list that goes on. Ronnie Stanley got hurt in the game. The other guy – it's just one thing. And Lamar, it's just when you play Kansas City, they were desperate. They were the 1-2 team desperate, right? So you're in Kansas City. You're a slight favorite. Kansas City was getting healthier, got some key guys back. Look at the difference Worthy made, and they beat the Ravens soundly. They lost to Detroit, a Super Bowl team. So it's like you're beat up and you're playing the top teams in the league too. It's like the perfect storm against the Ravens. Beat up, but you're playing the Lions. It's unforgiving, this early schedule. The Buffalo game they gave to the Bills. We saw they should have won that game. They gave it away. So they really should be 2-2. They're not. And now they got Houston, who's got to win, and they're feeling a little bit more confident. You got the Rams. You got some games right now that are really you can end up losing these games, and you can't lose too many to get in the playoffs. Now we say this division, the Ravens will be fine. This division, 10 wins, 9-10 wins will be enough. Well, you got to win those games, and let's just talk about it. And with these injuries mounting, it is a cause for serious concern right now whether they will win enough games to be in the playoffs. But I don't want to overreact to anything right now. Let's see. Some of these guys will be back, and this will be a different team when they are. But right now, the injuries have been a big problem, and like I say, the defense right now can't stop anybody because they are banged up on that side of the ball. So it's been in the schedule, like I said, it's just bad time to have a schedule like that and have the issues they have from an injury standpoint has allowed them or put them in a position where they're just kind of figuring out how to win a game now. Let's just kind of win a game. Let's not worry about anything else. Super Bowl, what we're going to be here, there, and anywhere. We got to win some games, and that's where they are right now, kind of in a desperate situation over the next couple of weeks.
All right, Mel. Great stuff as always. We'll do it again next week and get back to your quarterback list. We appreciate you.
I got to get back to every position list right now. So I got more than quarterbacks to worry about, guys. But no, have a great week.
All right, take care. That, of course, is Mel Kiper Jr. Yeah, he was bullish on the Ravens, and it sounds like that is fading a little bit.
There's a little concern there. The amount of work he must do, man. Like breaking down all these players.
Awesome.
Like he's just doing the quarterbacks, now he's going to do all the players.
Is it crazy? So I don't know exactly where we are in college football. Like week 5 maybe we're through? But
I think that's right.
5, 6, somewhere, because they have the week 0. But whatever.
Week 0.
Point is, like, if I would have told you 5 weeks ago Dante Moore would be the number 1 quarterback in this class, you'd be like, what?
Well, but then he mentions like he's going to have 20 starts. I mean, now we're getting down into the, hey, does he have enough college experience? Like, yeah, right. Great. But do we want to do that again?
He was a big recruit, though. He was
I
massive
know,
5-star recruit.
I mean, how many times are we going to do that? Like, how many times are we going to go, hey, kid looked great, but it was only for 20 starts. Let's take him.
We're going to do it forever.
Right, until the kid doesn't pan out and we go, well, you know what? Only had 20 starts.
Right, we can't do that again. Exactly. All right, let's break. Come back. We'll get to your calls on the Jets and the Yankees. Then we got to hear from David Stearns, and then we have the big 9 o'clock hour. It's DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
All right, let's check out the situation on the roads this morning, and here is Kristen North.
Good morning and thanks, guys. FDR Drive much better in Manhattan now northbound. The off-ramp to the RFK Triborough Bridge has been cleared of a crash. Cross Bronx is jammed northbound from the Alexander Hamilton Bridge to Webster Avenue. Southbound, it's tied up from Castle Hill Avenue to Sheridan Boulevard. Inbound upstairs to the GW Bridge, it's a 35-minute wait. The lower deck is 15 to 20. Outbound, we'll call it heavy, but moving across both decks. Inbound at the Lincoln Tunnel is a 20-minute delay. The outbound North Tube is an accident blocking all the lanes. This report is sponsored by Park Whiz. New Yorkers know the hacks, and here's one for parking. Park Whiz. Reserve ahead and pay up to 50% less than drive-up rates. With Park Whiz, you can book your parking in advance and skip the hassle of searching. I'm Kristen North for 880 ESPN New York.
This is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates. I played sports my whole life, and my dad was my biggest fan. Because he lost his leg in a construction accident, it was sometimes tough for him to get from his car to the bleachers. That didn't stop him. He always kept a folding chair in his trunk and would cheer from the parking lot when he had to. And over the past 35 years of building D'Agostino & Associates, I've made sure our team does whatever it takes to accommodate our clients and help them get every dollar they deserve. With my son and my daughter by my side, we're going to continue the legacy of getting justice for people just like you. The consultation is always free, so call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222 and ask for me, John D'Agostino. We have offices throughout New York and New Jersey, but we'll always make it easy for you to meet with one of our attorneys. Remember, I've been there and I'll be there for you. D'Agostino, law, bite back.
Friends, it's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live like that. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and is dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that's customized for you. Same-day and next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Your fantasy roster is set. The Smack Talk is heating up, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
The post-crib assembly press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Michael, you had some trouble putting the crib together today. What went wrong?
You know, those instructions can be tough, and, well, you saw the outcome.
Were you upset when your wife pulled you and called in the backup?
No, I mean, the baby needs a crib to sleep in, so whatever it takes.
You've got a changing table to put together next. It's got a lot of drawers. What's your comment?
You know what? We're done here.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
And there it is, Raymond. Very well done. Well, Van Halen, DNR with you, ESPN New York. How about this now, Rick? Jake L. Dave, you couldn't have eaten anything on the couch cast last night? Loosen up a little bit, you loser.
Wow.
Okay.
You had you snacked on some stuff.
I had some pickles, and then late in the evening, I had one mini cannoli.
Right, that's nice.
Yeah. And that was it. I mean, when you're on a weight loss journey, Rick, this is the way you have to live your life.
Oh, you'd already eaten dinner also.
Well, but I had a salad and a piece of salmon, so I was highly healthy at dinner,
nice.
and I didn't want to ruin it with all the delicious yet treacherous food that was there.
Yeah, they had the smash burgers. You had some bacon. It's nice sandwiches.
Yeah, that's dangerous for me.
I think once you started, if you had one
that's
bite,
the thing. Like a cannoli could be a gateway for me. Where it's like, oh, look, just take a little bite of this, and all of a sudden I'm 8 burgers and chicken bites and God knows what else in.
Well, what's funny about that is, what was that guy's name?
Who are we talking about?
Well, whoever just sent you that email, what was his name?
Jake L.
Right, Jake L. So I'm sure Jake L. would be the first to send you an email about how you're a fat slob.
Well, I'm fat slob, and I'm getting a lot of emails today about, like, couldn't Carlin have left some food for the rest of you? He was stuffing his face the whole night.
Right.
It's like, you cannot win.
Yeah, so why even try? Like, Carlin wanted to have some food. He ate some food. He doesn't care.
Right, and I tried to refrain as best I could, and I did that. So he gets called out. I get called out. Whatever. We had a nice time, and that's all that matters. Let's get to the callers. 800-919-3776, and then we will turn our attention to David Stearns and the New York Mets. Jim in Mineola. Jim, good morning. You're on ESPN New York.
Hey, good morning, Dave. And,
good morning.
You remember me? I crashed my car on Monday.
Yeah. Oh, yes, I do. And you still went through with the phone call, right?
And I did it again today, but guess what? No crash. And the good news is $900 cash to fix my car. No insurance involved.
That's great
bad,
news.
Right?
Great news that you crashed your car. $900 cash.
Get some notes, real quick. All right.
Mm-hmm.
7 minutes left. They're down by 11. 3rd and 10 at the 50. All right. They throw a 5-yard pass, dump down to Isaiah Davis. All right. North Dakota State. I mean, come on. He's a third running back.
I don't know what his college has to do with anything, but go ahead.
No, but because it's D1AA. Anyway.
So what?
Do that,
what does that mean?
Right, so let me
no.
Hang
on now. That's ridiculous. What the hell does that mean?
All right, so let's move on. All right, sorry I said that. Let me move on. If you're going to do that, why not go for it on 4th and 5? Tampa Bay came right down the field and scored easily.
I think you're
We're
talking
going back
Miami.
to Tampa, or are we talking about Miami?
I think he's talking about. I don't.
I mean, talking about Miami. I'm talking about Miami.
Okay.
Sorry, talking about Miami. I mean, I think that was just a horrible decision.
But and here's the thing. Thanks for the call, Jim. I don't look. And maybe I'm wrong, Rick, and you correct me if you think I am. I don't look at last night's game and see like one coaching decision as the thing that let the game get away. I thought the Jets played a horrendous football game. I thought they were completely undisciplined. They turned the football over, and I didn't see this as like Aaron Glenn made one misstep coaching-wise, and that's why they lost in game. I don't see that.
Well, no, I don't think I would point to that as the reason why why they lost. I think that's part of it. I mean, I think it's all of it. I think it's the penalties. I think it's the missed tackles. I think it's, making the decision to field a punt at the 2-yard line. It's the turnovers. It's not creating turnovers. It just so happens that was Tua's first game of the season where he didn't have a turnover. Does that surprise you?
No.
No, it doesn't. So it's all of it. I mean, we were having conversations about when they decided to punt on 4th and 10 from the 31. Just because if you don't punt, you don't get it. They kick a field goal. It's still, it's the same thing. It's still a 2-possession game. So, yeah, it's a combination of all of it. And, we probably should ask Mel this, just like how responsible, is Aaron Glenn for not having this, for having it look similar to what you saw last season? Like, is it fair to have the expectation that it would immediately change? But right now, as far as Jets fans are concerned, this is the Jets they're used to seeing. Nothing's changed right now.
If somebody were to call right now and say, I don't like Aaron Glenn, do you take them to task, or do you say, I understand why you would have that mindset?
No, I can understand not liking him right now. Mm-hmm. I mean, having the question, like, is Aaron Glenn on the hot seat last night is absurd.
Well, that's your program director.
Well, okay, but I'm just saying, and he wonders why he didn't get good, a high grade last night. I mean, he was the only one. Peter was saying the same thing. It's like, I mean, we're 4 games in.
Right. You have to let him breathe a little bit, but it's not a good start.
No, it's not a good start. But I also understand how bad this franchise has been. I think Aaron Rodgers kind of got a taste of that. I'm Aaron Rodgers. Doesn't matter. Like, you can tell me how dysfunctional it is.
Right.
I can make it work. Until you actually get into it, and you're like, wow, this is worse than I thought.
Everybody. It's everybody. Oh, boy. Well, I'm guessing Joaquin. I don't know. Joaquin in the truck. You're on ESPN New York. Good morning.
Hey, what's going on, Dave? It's Jaquan. You did that before, but it's all good. See, unlike these other Jets, it's cool. It's cool.
Right,
see, I'm more on my Rick status and my boy Don LaGreca. See, I'm a real Jets fan. I came into this season. It's not like I'm taking a loser mentality of you have zero expectations, but I have realistic expectations. I guess it's the New York area thing where we have two of everything, so everybody think everything's supposed to be how the Yankees was back in the day, and we're supposed to just win. That was, I think, like you said, Dave, the problem with when the new regime came in for your Giants. The worst thing that happened to them was the very first year they made the playoffs.
Yeah.
See, me, I'd rather see the Jets. What did they do? It was the same thing that Don said yesterday on the Couchcast. He said that we signed Justin Fields because it really wasn't no money, really. It's money, yes, but this Justin Fields had the opportunity. We gave him he's 26 years old. We gave him his college teammate, and let's see what you can do. My problem with this offense is that they're dumbing it down for him way too much. Like, they're making him think. Let him just go out there and play football. See what he can be. If we don't, Rick was calling him Chuck Down Charlie all day. What is that going to do for us? We're never going to see what he can do. The reason why he looked so good in game 1 is because they just let him play football. Like, stop all these misdirections, pre-offensive motions, trying to dumb it down, see what it is. Let the defense figure it out for themselves. Let Justin Fields see if he can play. That's why we signed him to this year. If he proves it, that he can be our quarterback, good. If he doesn't, then at least we bottomed out and we took a chance, and now Aaron Glenn gets to rebuild the team the way he wants. The problem is the fans like Ira, Purple Belt Mike, Ty Butler, they're sitting up here having these unrealistic expectations because of what happened last year. And my other problem is I think we overrated the defense. We definitely overrated the defense. This ain't no 85 Bears. This is none of that.
The defense
so we
stinks.
took that mentality. Yeah,
Jaquan,
exactly. And Rob Saleh is a great.
You're a
was
good
a great
caller,
defense.
and I apologize for messing up your name. We'll let you go, and I want to have this conversation with Rick. But I think you bring up good points. The defense stinks. 85 Bears. I mean,
well, but that was DJ Reed said that. DJ Reed's not here anymore.
Correct.
Like, I mean, that's how they felt about themselves. But I mean,
that's
now,
the one thing that listen, Justin Fields not playing well, or the checkdowns, whatever. He's going to be here for 1 year, and odds are he's going to move on. You're going to go in a different direction. I can't believe the defense is what it is right now.
Right. But, I mean, you look at no Quincy Williams, right? Jermaine Johnson's, hurt. He's coming back from an Achilles anyway. You got a secondary that's not very good. I mean, Sauce Gardner really hasn't returned to, all-pro performance level. Yeah, they got issues, man. And as far as the offense being dumbed down for Justin Fields, I mean, part of it and why I didn't have high hopes for him.
What weapons do you have?
That's the problem. Like, he doesn't throw it consistently. There are a couple passes last night. It's like, I mean, and you're busting chops that were just like he's throwing shoes out there. It's like the ball's not spiraling.
I mean, the first pass of the game, he throws this duck out to Breece Hall in the flat, and Hall gets like banged up trying to catch it.
Right, and then there's ones like we got to take a little bit off, but he's throwing fastballs. Like, it's just not. And to your point, I mean, it's Garrett Wilson. If you go against these teams that have the ability to, to limit Garrett Wilson, what are your other options? Now, Mason Taylor caught a couple passes. Breece was doing a good job catching passes, but. I mean, I don't think it's because they dumb the offense down. It's just they don't have a lot of weapons offensively.
I agree. I think that you're right with that. All right, let's take a break, come back, and the Mets. We'll talk about David Stearns and what he said and what we think, and we'll do that next. It's DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Hey! My dad is bringing home the best birthday cake ever!
It was my 5th birthday, and my dad was bringing home the cake.
Should have been here a half hour ago.
The cake never made it. And neither did my dad. That was the day a drunk driver killed my dad. Daddy? Impaired drivers take lives. Think.
Sponsored by the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee. Aired in cooperation with the New York State Broadcasters Association.
FanDuel is getting you ready for kickoff with an offer you won't want to miss. New customers can bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win. Pick a bet, bet $5, and if it wins, you'll unlock $300 in bonus bets to use all across the app. You can build parlays, bet player props, ride the live lines, whatever your style, FanDuel has you covered. Visit FanDuel.com/K to download the FanDuel app today and get started. New customers can bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win. Pick a bet, bet $5, and if it wins, you'll unlock $300 in bonus bets to use all across the app. 21 plus and physically present in New York. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health. Our Cancer Check program combines cutting-edge technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With advanced full-body imaging, genetic testing, and multi-cancer detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems. Results are analyzed by expert physicians who craft a personalized plan to safeguard your future. You're not just a patient, you're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, and more vibrantly. Our programs have saved hundreds of lives and empowered countless others to take control of their health. Be proactive with your health for the ultimate peace of mind. Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
Coach Saban here. On the field or on your walls, coverage matters. That's why I go with Behr Marquee Interior Paint and Primer from the Home Depot.
Exceptional hide, advanced stain blocking, and over 1,000 colors to choose from. Behr Marquee delivers one-coat coverage that stands up to real life. One-coat coverage, no overtime. Behr Marquee, only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Valid only when tinted to colors from the Behr Marquee Interior One-Coat Hide Collection.
What if you could instantly find whatever you need exactly when you need it? We're talking everything from parking spots to holiday gifts to the perfect shoes in your size. Think of all the time you'd save. While you may never instantly find these things, if you're hiring, you can find qualified candidates right away with ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology works fast to find top talent, and their advanced resume database lets you unlock top candidates' contact info instantly. Try it free at ZipRecruiter.com/USL. That's ZipRecruiter.com/USL.
In the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports, ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. So we've talked a lot of Jets today. We'll get back to the Jets. Yankees get rolling. Obviously, tomorrow's going to be a massive Yankees day. We crushed the Mets yesterday. The Mets will get crushed every single day this offseason until they probably start to make some moves and put the new team in place. But yesterday, your GM, David Stearns, addressed the media. You want to hear some of what he had to say?
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, yeah, this is going to really put you in a great, great mood. All right, let's kind of start with the construction of this Mets roster. Here he is.
Yeah, look, I think I take ownership over this roster. I've been here now for 2 years. That's plenty of time to shape a roster, to meld a roster. And so, yeah, I take ownership over the players that are here. As we continue to develop our players, that is naturally going to change the composition of our position player grouping. And yeah, I'd say holistically we need to get better defensively.
So the thing I was just telling RJ this is I hear him and I typically like what he has to say, but the results are just not there so far.
Right. Well, tell me how you getting better defensively, because Nimmo's not going to get better defensively. His arm's going to stink. Soto's not great defensively in right field.
Nope. Well, you know what? Maybe that's a direct shot at Pete Alonso.
Oh, I mean, Lindor's not the same player defensively.
But Kay said this last night, and you're right, but Lindor's not a problem defensively.
No, but I'm not saying I'm not insinuating that he's a problem. But it's not. I mean, he's not at the level that he used to be at.
Correct, but Vientos is a bad defensive third baseman.
Okay, but I'm not comparing Vientos to Lindor. I don't have to say that. I shouldn't have to say that Vientos is a much worse defender than you know that already.
Right, but you're talking about how do you get better defensively? You move on from Pete Alonso. You don't play Vientos at third base.
Right. That's not the point I'm making. I'm going position by position. Do you think that Francisco Lindor is as good defensively as he used to be?
No, but I still think he's
Vientos
above average shortstop. I don't think he's
okay, that's fine, but he's not. I mean, he's not a Gold Glove caliber shortstop right now, is he?
I think you got much bigger problems than Lindor.
I agree with you, but your best defensive player is not getting better defensively.
Right.
Vientos stinks defensively.
Your right fielder's not good. Your left fielder has a noodle arm.
Right.
I don't
Jeff
know what
McNeil's
not
good defensively.
Field.
I completely agree with him. How does it get better outside of losing the production at first base? Like, who are you bringing in?
I don't know this for sure, but I believe that David Stearns, and much to the dismay of Mets fans, would be perfectly fine moving on from Pete Alonso.
I agree with you. But where are you replacing that production?
I don't know.
Right? I mean, are you going how many places can you afford to sacrifice, better defense for not as good offense? Right now, and then at the same time, still improve your defense.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to figure it out, though.
Of course he's got to figure it out. He's the GM. He's the one that's putting the roster together. How are you getting the starting pitching better?
Right, where's McNeil going to play? You're locked into him. I mean, Nimmo's arm it's pathetic. And not only is his arm pathetic, just he misjudges balls as well as any player in all of baseball.
Right, who's playing center field?
I mean,
can
that's
Alvarez
kind of a
stay
big
healthy?
Piece, right?
All right, can Alvarez stay healthy? I mean, that would be a position that you said, hey, we can get better defensively in center field. But then it's like, okay, but Tyrone Taylor is great defensively.
He is.
But we're sacrificing
one
the bat.
of his bigger, off-season acquisitions was Siri, and it was a disaster with him.
Right. I mean, every single one of his off-season moves turned out to be a disaster.
And in-season moves.
Like Jesse Winker didn't play. I mean, you name it.
Nope. He was. I mean, listen, I think he'd probably admit it. He was bad. David Stearns had an awful off-season and trade deadline time.
Right. Not to mention like what the hell's going on in the clubhouse. Like last year, you had one of those. It's just a special group of players that had this belief that they were going to find a way, and this year did not feel like that.
No, but I heard Don say this as I was driving in yesterday, and he's right. Why does it always have to be some like weird like Hawk Tua or the Hamburglar or like whatever the hell it is? Why does it always have to be something? Why can't you just ever show up, do your job, and take care of business and not have some dynamic, like magical moment that now gives this team some kind of, locker room chemistry?
Well, I don't know if it's locker room chemistry. I mean, why can't you just be good? I think that was Don's point. I just think that they're a group of players that just finds whatever it is to kind of rally around and have fun with. And maybe that's the disconnect.
Soto's very workmanlike, right?
Well, but maybe that's the disconnect.
Yeah, Soto's very workmanlike. And Lindor, and I do love Lindor, but he can be thrown out stealing third in the biggest moment of the game, and he's like, well, his reaction is just like, oh, well, you know what, that kind of stuff happens. Like, I don't know. Like
I think it bothers him. I think he's, what are you talking about, just having the smile on his face all the time?
He's always happy-go-lucky. Always.
Well, I mean, that's just the kind of person that he is. I get it. It's about creating the balance, man. And I think sometimes like the analytics departments lose track of that. Like, is Jose Iglesias a great player right now? No, he's not a great player. But, I mean, you can put a value on what he means to that clubhouse. If he's the glue that brings it all together, right?
Correct.
If he takes the entirety of the clubhouse and unites it. Oh my God. Because, I mean, dude, I'm telling you, it was the first thing I noticed being in a Major League Baseball clubhouse was how separated the clubhouse was. Now, I don't know, I haven't been recently, but when I was in before, it was like, he had the pitchers in the back. They were betting on, buck hunting. And this one, like, there were just groups all over the place.
So you had, like, your cliques in the Major League locker room or clubhouse.
Right. There were. So, I mean, if you have a couple players or a player that brings all of that together, and I think that's to your point. I think that's why, like, a Hawk Tour and all those things, like, maybe that was the thing that brought, that was able to bring all those guys together.
Right. Right. All right, more from Stearns. Can the core of this group win a championship?
We have very good to elite core players who at times have played at a very high level, and a year ago had a very good season together. And so I think the ceiling remains high.
Yeah, the ceiling might be high for the core.
Yeah, I had a good
we
season
went through
together.
it yesterday.
Right, but is that season the outlier?
But even if the core does that again next year, Rick, how about the other guys who hit like a combined 236 this season?
Right, but what is the core of this team, though? I mean, he pointed to last year. What is the team, though? Like, what was this team this year? Was it the best team in baseball, or was it the 90-plus games we saw as the fifth worst team in baseball?
I mean, the more common thing, the more games played was a bad baseball team.
Right. So is this is this player, is this group of players, this foundation that you've put together good enough to be like perennially a playoff team, or is this hopefully we catch lightning in a bottle and we can be good, good one year and then bad the next year?
Well,
that's what we are.
That's not the bill of sale that we were sold. We were sold this is going to be a championship caliber baseball team every single season.
Right. I mean, even the year we won 101 games, we blew the division.
Right. Fell apart in Atlanta.
So what is it? Was last year the outlier, or is that what he believes we're closer
wouldn't you
to?
have to say last year was the outlier? Because, I mean, except for last season and let's be honest, as great as the ride was, how many really fortunate moments did you have? I mean, Diaz blew that game 161 in Atlanta, and Lindor hit the massive home run, and that was special, and then he closes it out. Great. And then you're really on the verge of losing that series to Milwaukee, and, Pete hits this massive home run, and it changes the whole dynamic. But you were not far away from having another, fine season last year.
Right. So, I mean, as a GM, as a coach, whatever it is, right? I mean, talk about this with my kids, is you want to put together a roster that has the ability to win a championship, right? The ceiling for your team, especially when you're spending $341 million, almost $800 on a player, is we want to be able to win a World Series. That's great, right? That's what we all want. But at the same time, when you're spending that money, you're also trying to raise the floor of your group, where even if we have an average season or a bad season, it's still going to wind up with us in the postseason, right? The fluctuation shouldn't be best team in baseball to fifth worst team in baseball,
or you're an 83-win team,
right? I mean, that should not be the case.
No,
you're spending too much money.
And I've said it a million times. This team should be a playoff team every
year,
season, everyone.
Right. I mean, he has the luxury of spending all that money. Like, put together a team that if you do, I mean, it's the nature of the sport. It's 162 games, and there are certain players that you have. Like, that Kodai Senga is going to get hurt at some point. Like, put yourself in a spot that I have enough depth that when the inevitable does happen and guys start to get hurt, or the inevitable of your pitching staff is not going to be the best in baseball. Like, how long was the starting rotation going to be the best in baseball?
June 12th. That's how long.
Right, I know, but look at the names. It's like, okay, hey, this is great for now, but let's all recognize that at some point this is not going to be like this, and the hitting's going to have to pick up. The offense is going to have to pick up.
Right. And then it did, and then the pitching fell off a cliff.
Right.
And you were a disaster. All right, we'll get back to the Mets a little bit later. Let's break, come back, and unpack what we saw last night down in Miami, because we all watched it together, and we all saw the same thing. Awful. It's DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
D'Agostino & Associates is a legacy firm, and I'm proud to be a part of that legacy. I'm Jenna D'Agostino, and like my father, I fight to get justice for the injured.
The hustle and grit of these streets shaped me. I'm John D'Agostino, and from the concrete to the courtroom, I built this injury firm 35 years ago to get accident victims justice. So call my team first, 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
You want justice? Think Jenna D'Agostino. Think D'Agostino & Associates. Justice isn't just a word. For us, it's a way of life. It's having compassion for your struggle and getting you paid for your pain. Now that's justice. D'Agostino & Associates means being there for the injured.
Seriously injured? Call my team first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. D'Agostino and Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and will come to you. I've been there, and I'll be there for you. D'Agostino Law, Bite Back.
This fall, don't sit on the sideline because of pain. If you're tired of waking up stiff, fighting neck, back, or joint pain, and missing out on the things you love, it's time to take action. Call Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain, New Jersey's top pain specialist. Dr. Shaw is an Ivy League trained, double board certified, and laser focused on one thing: getting you back in the game. Living pain-free, no surgery, no cuts, no downtime. Just precise image-guided treatments that deliver real results. Whether it's sciatica, nerve pain, migraine, or chronic joint pain, Dr. Shaw will personalize a non-surgical game plan just for you without pain medication. Same day and next day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. Most major insurances are accepted, so what are you waiting for? Don't let pain keep you out of the action this season. Visit Sandwell Pain to text, call, or book online. You'll wish you met Dr. Jay Shaw a lot sooner. Relief starts today, and victory over pain is closer than you think.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
There's nothing the voice in our head obsesses over like our health. But with over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help answer the questions like, why am I so tired all the time? How can I get better sleep? My friend was telling me about magnesium gummies she takes. Know if my heart is work stress affected? It's time to up my cardio. If my mom has something, how would I find out? It's time to get some blood work done. A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Chan eludes a tackler and scores. Miami does answer.
The team is worse. I want to fire Aaron Glenn.
You can't afford to take offensive penalties.
Man, to go out there and have that many penalties and really pre-snap penalties and turn the ball over, I mean, that was so disappointing in this game.
You can't keep putting yourself behind the stick. You can't keep hurting yourself. And that's consistently what they do.
We're doing everything we can to pretty much lose the game right now.
Maybe the players aren't that good. Maybe we're close to a rebuild.
Because we all watch together and we all saw the same thing. Awful.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
All right, big 9 o'clock hour with you and our review, ESPN New York. To make matters worse, you're beaten up by a guy who hasn't played in an NFL game in a year and a half, in Darren Waller.
Yep.
Who, I mean, unbelievable. That first touchdown catch, Rick, was a glorious reception.
That was a great catch.
Unbelievable. Getting those feet down?
Yeah. I mean, I had sauce draped all over him. Thanks, Ray. Appreciate that. I hope we smash you next week.
Oh, boy, that's right. You guys are going up.
I hope
again, your quarterback's probably going to look like Pat Mahomes. So.
Good. I hope he runs all over you.
He very well could.
Disgusted by you right now. Oh, no. Watching that stupid penalty, too. And Garrett Wilson pass interference. Come on, man.
That was a great catch.
What they didn't even say was a touchdown. I mean,
no, they said it was
not a touchdown.
But you know what's so strange? And listen, if they didn't throw the flag, it would have been a touchdown, right? Because, I mean,
once it was
clearly
reviewed,
he
it
got his 2
touchdown.
feet in.
Yeah.
But it's just – and again, there are certain plays that might have changed the way the game went. The Jets did not deserve to win that game. In fact, I'm sitting there watching with you guys thinking to myself, how are they only down by 6?
Right.
Like, how are you an onside kick away from recovering that, and now you have a chance to win the game?
And, of course, it was Darren Waller that recovered the onside kick.
Of course it was.
Well, listen, man. I mean, you marched the ball all the way down the field, like you were running the ball exactly how you would have hoped, and you get down to the 1 yard line and Braylon Allen fumbles.
Right.
So I mean, you take that many penalties, especially pre-snap penalties. You had 5 of them. You had 9 offensive penalties, and then you mix in 3 turnovers. What do you expect?
That's exactly what I expect. And by the way, he fumbled at the 2. It's recovered, and they now go 98 yards and score a touchdown.
That's right.
So you talk about deflating, and I think it was over a 7-minute drive. They went all the way down the field to score a touchdown on a 4th down play.
That's correct. So, I mean, it's just – I don't know what this team is, but I know that they're not good enough to overcome those kind of mistakes.
They're not. Let's be fair. There's very few teams that are good enough to make that many mistakes.
Right. So, I mean, the real question for me is, because we've already taken phone calls from, Purple Belt Mike, and I'm sure we'll take a call from Ira right now that's, already in his opinion seen enough of Aaron Glenn. Like, is it fair to crush Aaron Glenn right now, or is it, hey, it's a lot worse than we thought. We have a bunch of guys that maybe aren't as talented as we thought, on top of the fact that they got a lot of bad habits that aren't just going to naturally overnight, over a training camp in 4 weeks, going to go away.
It's probably the fact that Glenn's not bad and these bad habits are ingrained, but it's, this. I mean, people freak out week to week to week. The Chiefs are in massive trouble, and they're going to be 3 games behind. They're going to lose, and now they're a game behind, and they still have the Chargers at home. So it moves quickly here, and in this society, in this day and age, people are not really patient. So it gets loud quickly.
I understand that. Listen, and that's, I mean, you're well within your right because of how much we've suffered with this team, right? I mean, you're talking about it's us and the Buffalo Sabres to bring RJ into the mix. Like longest playoff droughts. It's those 2 teams.
Thanks.
You're welcome. But I mean, on the other end of that too, what I will blame him for is, I mean, there are some decisions that he makes that, I mean, could just be, hey, it's a rookie head coach, which is why, when you're trying to turn around something this dysfunctional, do you necessarily want to have a rookie coach, or would you prefer someone that's actually had some experience? And he also made the decision to go with Justin Fields.
Right.
Right? So,
that's on him.
That's on him. Like, I mean, Justin Fields, as talented as he is, again, Pittsburgh, could have kept him. It didn't work out in Chicago. Now, I'll give him the pass on Chicago, but, he was 4-2 with Pittsburgh. And they didn't think he was enough, so they moved on.
Good young quarterbacks. I'm sorry. And I thought there was a chance, and maybe there still is. Good young quarterbacks don't wind up on 3 different teams in a 3-year
right.
span.
Like, you can say, you can say what you want about Detroit and what Dan Campbell did with Detroit. He's a huge piece of that. Huge piece of that. Right? Guys buy in, they love him, and all the different things. Like, he's also made a lot of mistakes. He also gets too aggressive and everything else. He also had Jared Goff. Right? That's a big difference.
Goff, but they kind of, yes. And Jared Goff was a good quarterback, but it was also kind of kicked to the curb, and he almost kind of like resurrected that career.
Right, okay, but Jared Goff got to a Super Bowl last time I checked, right?
Yes, he did.
Right, Justin Fields didn't.
No, Justin Fields, you'd be hard-pressed to say Justin Fields is anything than a journeyman NFL quarterback.
Right, so you're a rookie head coach, paired yourself up with a rookie offensive coordinator.
But he paired himself up. He wanted Fields.
This is what I'm saying, though. And then you brought in Justin Fields. Like, this is on you. You made those decisions.
Right.
I didn't make those decisions. Like, this is what you went to battle with. And right now, it looks really bad. Right? I mean, that's the reality of it. It looks really bad.
Awful.
And you got a lot of Jets fans that I think even if it was 0-4, but looked different, like it looked like a buttoned-up organization where you weren't making these kind of mistakes and you didn't have the turnovers and penalties and everything else and the missed tackles, that it wouldn't be nearly this vocal.
What was it like after week 1 when you lost? It was
excitement.
Hey, that looked pretty good. Fields threw the ball well. He threw the ball downfield. We know he's athletic. We know he's mobile. And I'm surprised the defense wasn't good. But you know what? There's some real reason for optimism. That feels, you correct me if I'm wrong, you're the Jets fan, I'm not. That feels like it is completely out the window right now.
It absolutely is. But and let's not forget Muji in this too. Right? Like, I mean, you're going into the season where like you're supposed to know. One of the reasons why Aaron Glenn was hired is because he knows this fan base, right? He played here.
Sure.
So, like, that there's probably going to be unfair expectations. Let's call it what it is. And this is not a fan base. New York is not a city that has a lot of patience. I mean, Brian Daboll won 9 games, a playoff road game, and second season in after winning Coach of the Year, people were already done with Brian Daboll. Like, it happens to you fast here. So, like, you make the decision as a GM to bring in, to bring in Justin Fields to try to resurrect his career with the rookie coach, with the rookie offensive coordinator, and have Garrett Wilson and then no one else? Right? Like, I mean, we saw it. There's no excuse for you not to see it.
That's the thing that's so frustrating. If we sit here, and I think we're pretty knowledgeable football fans, I do, but if we can sit here and say, boy, this feels like it's missing quite a bit of just explosive guys and their number 2 receiver, like Alan Lazard is still a factor on this team. How is that humanly possible that if we saw this and this comes to fruition, that the Jets allowed this to happen?
Right, like at least give yourself the chance to be right. You know what I mean? Like if you're going to go, hey, Aaron, we're all set, we'll pass. We think that Justin Fields has the talent to really excel here. Why not give Justin Fields the best chance to do that? Like, why not provide him with some weapons to help him make it work? Like, he is not a kind of quarterback that's going to make average talent around him better. He'll make running backs better. You'll be able to run the football better, which they have been able to do, but he's not going to make the receiving core better. There's times he throws passes that makes it harder on the receiving core.
No, he's not going to throw guys open.
Right, and then I got to watch you take Breece Hall, the only guy that was actually catching passes last night, off the field on 3rd down. Why? Why are we taking him off the field?
I don't have the answer for you, but I do have some sound from Breece Hall. Here he is on how he handles all this constant losing.
It used to really mess with me mentally and emotionally, because I hate losing. I don't really come from losing. Being in high school, I went to a powerhouse football, and then college, building the school up to where we were good and everything, never really experienced too much losing. And then coming here, it's been a lot of hardships and a lot of, crazy stuff going on. But, for me personally, I just enjoy, that I'm still here, that I'm still able to be around the guys every day. And just the fact of, I really believe in Coach Glenn and our coaching staff. So for me, it's easier to wake up every day and come in and go to work because I got faith in who we have around here in this building. And, I just enjoy being around the guys and just trying to enjoy the time I do have here. So that's what it is at the end of the day.
I really used to hate losing, but I've become so accustomed to it that it's just part of my everyday, life now.
That's a real fear for teams. Like if you let young players be around losing too long, I mean, what that does, they just get accustomed to losing. Like, it doesn't bother them anymore. Like, it should drive you crazy.
To losing.
Right, but that's, I mean, you don't want to have really talented young players a part of dysfunction for too long because it just becomes the norm for them. Like, you don't even realize that you're a part of it.
Well, odds are you're going to be done with Breece Hall anyway. So his entire Jets tenure is going to just be solely losing.
Right, but I mean, you can say the same thing about Garrett Wilson, who you just signed for big money, and
right.
Sauce Gardner, who you just signed for big money. Right? Like, I mean, it's just like, yeah, you believe in Aaron Glenn, and I've been told by people that the building is different. Like, there is more discipline, there is more accountability in those things, but you haven't seen it translate to the field yet. And I don't know if I don't think that's from a lack of trying. It just might be from a lack of players.
I hope so.
It's just like, I mean, remember when Brian Daboll took over in year 1? And it was like he's getting stuck with Dave Gettleman and the mess that Dave Gettleman made.
Mm-hmm.
And it was supposed to be, hey, let's have a year of evaluation. Joe Shane came in, tempered down the expectations. He was like, salary cap is a mess, right? Like, we got our hands tied with the salary cap. We'll take the year here, see what we got. And then all of a sudden, boom, Daniel Jones stops turning the ball over. They end up making the playoffs. And now you got to double down on Daniel Jones. Like, maybe that's just what this is. Like, this is just going to be a year where, Aaron Glenn's got to evaluate what he has, who works, who doesn't. Who needs to change? How does it fit his defense? And then, we hit the ground running in year 2.
I hope so, but I also understand why people would have real concern. And I'm not saying that it's panic time. I'm not saying it won't work out, but 4 weeks in, you're aware of how bad it is right now.
But I think maybe that's partly our fault, also as a fan base, that we got ourselves so worked up over the last couple of years, and we talked ourselves into how much talent we had and how great our players are. And it turns out that maybe our players aren't that good.
Yeah. I mean, you look at this team. They have to fix. I mean, offensive line should be okay, but they need a ton. I mean, you need a quarterback. You may wind up needing a running back.
You need another receiver, for sure.
Receiver. You need at least one corner. You need
safety help.
Safety? I mean, there's a ton to go into fixing this team right now.
Right. And so, I mean, you mentioned all the things that you need, and on top of that, you're also trying to, to manage the mistakes that you make. So you need all of that, right? Like all the things you just named, you need. You don't have one of these elite quarterbacks that can make up for that. I mean, hell, look what's happening
Clearly
in Cincinnati right now. Look at Cincinnati.
Right. When you don't have the quarterback, or you have the quarterback and then you get stripped away having the quarterback, all of a sudden you don't look like a special team, do you?
Right. Like for all these people that are crushing Joe Burrow, look what the team looks like without Joe Burrow. This is what he's dealing with.
Right.
3 points. The team is awful without Joe Burrow.
I forget who it was. If Joe Burrow doesn't go to the playoffs this year, then he's just not a championship caliber quarterback. He's just not an elite quarterback.
Canty's been saying it for 2 years.
It's unbelievable.
Crushing Joe Burrow. It's like, okay, now do you see what he's dealing with? Like he makes it look like it works. Without him, it doesn't.
What 27 teams would give up for Joe Burrow?
Yeah. What I would give up for Joe Burrow? I would sacrifice you right now for Joe Burrow.
Me?
I'd slit your throat right now.
What the heck?
What just happened?
I would.
You can't.
That's a bit extreme.
Why?
You know what? You know what? I'll allow you to do it because I want to see you do the show by yourself. So go. You know what? I'll take one for the team just so you have to do this show 4 hours by yourself.
You know how happy I'd be?
What would you do?
Joe Burrow as my
take the rest of the show home. Land us.
All of a sudden, I'd come into work. I'd have a smile on my face.
So I'm holding you down. Is that what you're saying?
No, the Jets are holding me down.
Oh, the Jets are holding you down.
Yes. You're my means to an end.
I have to question everything about your friendship now.
Right? No. Not my friendship towards him. His friendship towards me.
Well,
if he's going to sacrifice me like a chicken in Major League.
Granted, it's for Joe Burrow, but
it's for Joe Burrow.
Okay.
It's not for just some guy.
All right. So listen, if it was for Brock Purdy, you're not eliminating me from the earth.
No, come on.
Oh well, now
Especially
I feel
Brock
better.
Purdy with his toe. He's floating balls all over the place.
Yeah, Brock Purdy did not look good.
But I'd have to think about it Joe Burrow. I got to think about.
You'd think about it. So, all right, serious question now.
Yeah.
You can never talk to me again the rest of your life.
Okay.
But you get Joe Burrow.
Because he killed you.
But you get no, not because you've killed him. But you get Joe Burrow.
I would. Cincinnati could keep Joe Burrow.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
I like you too much.
That's really nice.
Joe Burrow would be fun for a little bit, but I mean, I have you for a lifetime.
He'd be fun for more than a little bit.
I have you for a lifetime. He's always hurt, though. I have you for a lifetime.
He is often hurt. He is often hurt. Let's go to a couple calls, and then we'll get to RJ's stuff you missed. Nick in Selden. He wants to be the voice of reason. Good morning, Nick.
Good morning, fellas. How we doing?
We're doing.
I've been better.
Yeah, me too. So my whole thing with the Jets, obviously they don't look any more disciplined, which is a worry. But we're sitting here talking like we had any high expectations for this team. Justin Fields got signed. You had to know he wasn't going to be that good. I've been saying it since they got him. It was a win-win. Either he was turning it around like Baker, who was also on a couple other teams before he was in Tampa.
Right, but hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, Nick. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Here's what I don't like, okay, is hopefully Justin Fields turns it around. What would make you believe, with what you've put around Justin Fields, that it would turn around? That's my problem.
No.
Like, listen,
I'm good.
Right, but Nick, me and you don't get paid millions of dollars to make those decisions. Like, that's what concerns me the most. Is like in those conversations what makes them think, because they want to be right. Like, you don't make decisions to be wrong. David Stearns made decisions for the Mets with Frankie Montas and Griffin Canning, like, thinking he was going to be right and he was going to look like the smartest guy in the room. So Darren Muji and Aaron Glenn decided, let's go with Justin Fields. Let's make him the starting quarterback. Like, I got to imagine during their conversations, they're like, hey, let's not really give this a chance. Maybe it fails. Like, wouldn't you want to do everything you can around Justin Fields to make him succeed or give him the best chance to succeed?
There was no quarterback he was taking this year. So you bring in Justin Fields, and it's a win-win. Either he turns around.
No, it's not a win-win.
I mean, Brees.
No,
hold on. I let you talk. Let me just talk, because if he doesn't do good and we get a lot, we're lined up to try to get a good quarterback next year, whether it's by trade or in the draft. It's not like we're the Mets with $376 million in payroll and we just blew it. We're a bad team. He's not going to turn it around in one season. 3/4 of these players are not going to be on the team. And how do you expect them to do anything when their defense looks abysmal? Sauce Gardner is getting torched out there. torched out there.
Getting torched out there, Nick. You just signed him to a long-term deal.
I understand. That's my point. It's all going to Aaron Glenn, but 3/4 of these players won't be on his team in 2 years.
But Sauce Gardner will.
The players are not. Yeah, but that's my thing. So when you pay this cornerback, it's more on. This is the whole thing where it's, you got the coaching and stuff like that, but other things have to fall into place. It's not like his defense changed dramatically that Sauce Gardner is falling off. That's not on Glenn. That's my point. 3/4 of this team is not
but bringing
going to
Glenn in. But bringing Glenn in was supposed to fix that. Bringing Glenn in was supposed to return him back to his All-Pro level. That's why you paid him. It wasn't just to be a leader in the locker room. Like, let's appease Sauce so he can help me lead in the locker room. It was because we can turn him back into what he was.
And this guy's supposed to be. He was a defensive coach. He's supposed to have the defense playing at not this level, certainly.
Right, but Nick isn't getting my point. I wasn't trying to get into an argument with Nick. He's allowed to have his own opinion. What I'm saying is that they didn't bring in Justin Fields to be bad. That wasn't why they brought Justin Fields in.
No.
Let's like bring in a bad quarterback so we don't win games and we can
They
draft a
thought they
quarterback.
could resurrect Justin Fields.
Right, but that's my problem. Is in thinking you can resurrect him, you put this around him. Like, that speaks to the competency of the people making the decisions. If you could see it and I could see it and everyone else could see it, hey, man, this is not a great spot for a guy trying to they can't throw the football consistently to resurrect his career. How does he not see it? He doesn't want to be wrong. He wants to be right.
Of course. Well, how does the entire new regime think that this is a good idea?
The best case scenario is that Justin Fields can play and is awesome, and he's our franchise. That makes everything so much easier. But you didn't exactly give him the best chance to do that.
You've solved your problems if that happens.
Right, but you didn't give him the best chance to do that. Like, who thought this was enough?
Aaron Glenn.
Yeah, which is my bigger problem. Yeah, which is my bigger problem.
And it should be a problem. RJ?
Hi.
RJ?
Hi.
Oh, there you are. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
What's going on?
Great. Yeah, thanks for asking.
Yeah. What's happening?
Listen, you're the only one of the three of us there were four of us that didn't go to the Couchcast last night. Did you feel at all guilty not going?
I didn't feel guilty. I missed you all. Would have been fun to be there.
I'm sure as he cuddled up next to Ange, bright night, nice and early, he was probably like, you know what?
RJ, I don't want to get too much into the bedroom activities, but I'm pretty confident there was no cuddling next to Ange last night, right?
Oh, plenty of cuddling.
Well, there was a lot of cuddling.
Well,
who doesn't cuddle when they sleep?
Well, I'll be honest. I tapped as soon as the Jets were winding down. I tapped right out. I caught very
I did
little.
not think that's where you were going to go with that.
No. Well, it was nice because the Broncos and the Bengals was never really.
That was a really good game, Broncos-Bengals.
Whoever picked that, what a great pick.
It was well done by you.
Yes,
very well done. Is that what you need? A little ego
I
stroking.
do. Well, I've been getting killed for not getting crazy at the Couchcast. Right?
Yeah,
I guess there were higher expectations.
A large faction of people thought that you underwhelmed at the Couchcast.
Yeah, like I was going to make balloon, just go wild.
You should have made balloon animals.
Yeah, light myself on fire and just get crazy.
That would have been something.
Woof woof.
You know what?
I don't know.
It would have made the stream very exciting.
Yeah, listen, if that's what they told me, hey, this is what we need you to do, and you can do it, I probably would have done it.
You wouldn't light yourself on fire. I don't.
No, I don't think I would have lit myself on fire, but I could have done. I would have got wilder.
Can you make balloon animals?
No.
Pet me, pet me, pet me.
Is that me?
Yeah.
Says Rick.
Pet me, pet me, pet me.
You sound troubled there.
Make me a bike clown. Yeah, I would have done it. I mean, I did. I thought I was jabbing people nicely. I didn't want to hurt too many feelings.
No, yeah, you're not worried about feelings.
That's true.
It's
the good part about having people like you and Carlin is he has no feelings.
Carlin
either.
can take you well also.
Oh, he takes it.
Yeah. RJ?
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
Good. Are you ready for the stuff that you missed?
Yeah.
Well, go ahead.
Now.
Walk-up three-pointer. He got it! See ya! Oh! Put it in the box!
The you missed.
Got to tell you also, YouTube stream numbers. Check us out there. I don't like where the numbers are at all right now that I look at it.
Where are we at?
775.
Nobody would like that.
That's not doable.
Yeah, but it's not going to last. Watch.
I think you give me.
Human bump, you'll be at 12, 15, 2,000, 35,000.
Now you're mocking me.
Very soon.
Now you're mocking me.
I'm not mocking
this
anybody.
Is sometimes why people, not me, want to fight you. So, all that Joe Burrow and Bengals talk, by the way. Broncos outgained the Bengals by 353 yards.
They outgained them by 353?
Yep.
Is that bad?
That's staggering.
Yeah, that's what happens, 28-3 victory for the Broncos. Back to the Jets, though. Aaron Glenn, joins Adam Gase and Lou Holtz as the only coaches to begin their Jets' career with 4 straight losses.
Oh, great.
I'll tell you this, though, Rick. No Jets coach ever has started 0-5.
Great.
That bodes well for your game against the Cowboys.
Well, it does.
Yeah, listen, nothing. There's
See
no
if we can
medicine
slow the
like
Cowboys
quite like
down a little
playing a
bit.
terrible defense. So,
Well, yeah, but that's what that's what the Packers thought. So they gave up 40, and they're supposed to have a good defense.
That is what people say.
Right. I mean, what is the discrepancy between Dak Prescott's playing, like where Dak Prescott is playing right now, as opposed to where Justin Fields is playing right now?
Minuscule.
Right.
wouldn't say
Small.
That's like my body fat
Fields-
compared to Carlin's body fat.
Fields can outrun Dak.
Well, what is that?
Stop it.
Who
Stop
cares?
it. I mean, come on. He can outrun him.
Now he's mocking you.
That's actually
Yeah,
factual.
that was
That's actually
Raymond. That was nasty what you just did.
He's a jerk.
We know he can outrun him. He's not in the same class as him as a quarterback.
Not a good night for Braylon Allen. Fumbled at the goal line and is ended early due to what looks to be a serious knee injury. Jets are the 5th team in the last 90 years to be 0-4 with no takeaways this season.
You got all the fun stats today, don't you?
And Miami had no takeaways going into that game.
Now they do, though.
Now they have 3.
Yeah.
Tua had a game where he didn't turn the ball over till last night.
Now he's throwing footballs behind his back.
Remarkable.
Tyreek Hill dislocated his knee and tore his ACL. His season is over. Browns injured receivers Cedric Tillman and DeAndre Carter going to miss, quote, weeks. Browns did trade for Texans tackle Cam Robinson. As for those Texans, they play the Ravens.
Who needs an offensive line in Houston?
Trade everyone.
Who needs one?
As for those Texans, they take on the Ravens in Week 5, of which we do not know if Lamar Jackson will be available to participate in that game. His status is very much in the air.
Wow.
Whose status is not up in the air?
Their defense stinks.
Well, it got worse because Nnamdi Madubuike, his season is over.
Yeah.
Defensive tackle for the Ravens. Brock Purdy had a toe setback. Doesn't sound great for him playing Thursday in L.A. against the Rams. Quick turnaround. Not great.
Toe setback.
It's not what you want. And game 1 tonight, Yanks Sox. Aaron Boone had an answer as to who his catcher and who his first baseman will be tonight.
Wells will catch tomorrow. Would Ben be a first base, or would you have Goldschmidt? Probably Goldie.
Goldie. So no Ben Rice.
I go best infield defense with Fried on the mound.
Well, that's certainly not Ben Rice.
Well, no, I'm saying third base.
Was thinking about what you were saying. So, yeah, I wonder if we see Rosario at second.
Who are you playing at third?
I don't think
Caballero
that's crazy.
third?
McMahon third and Rosario at second?
Based on the tea leaves, I think that's what we're getting.
So you think there's a good chance Chisholm does not play tonight?
Sounds like it.
Wow.
I listen.
My source would be accurate.
Well, your source. I was looking up some numbers. Yeah, I think you're seeing Wells, Goldschmidt, Rosario, Volpe, Caballero.
This is a nice email. Wonderful radio by Rick right now, making up for last night's debacle. He's been elite this hour.
I don't think he was. That wasn't a debacle.
Is that in direct response to saying he would kill you?
Saying how good he's doing now. He's doing great.
Yeah, he said moments ago he would kill you. For Joe Burrow.
Well, I understand. I understand.
I think a lot of people have to think about that.
Sounds like the water.
About killing me?
For Joe Burrow?
One man said he wanted
They
to
wouldn't even feel it, though.
decapitate me.
I mean, you wouldn't feel it.
What? But then I would just gurgle my way to death.
I'd make it painless.
Great.
Think of it like going on IR.
I watched that
long-term IR.
I was about to say, you wouldn't feel anything. It's painless. How do you know? How do you know it's
Yeah, how do you know?
Well,
Do you talk to a lot of people that have been deceased by throat slashing?
No, not. Look at you saw my arm, right? Where I cut like half my arm off.
Yeah.
Fish tank. All right. So the reason why I have this tattoo is because I have a big giant. You can see it. That scar right there.
Yeah.
I put my arm through a fish tank, and the whole this all flapped down. You can see the bone.
Right. And the fish were floundering on the floor.
No, it was a hamster, Jumpy, that ran away. Traitor. I used to walk that little guy, but it didn't hurt. I didn't feel it.
Okay, good.
I got cut with a skate. It's so sharp you don't feel it.
So you're like Tyreek Hill. You didn't feel anything.
You got to feel that, dude.
I've never seen anyone suffer a catastrophic injury and look happier and more relaxed about it than Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, he did look that. Noteworthy, no Lucas Giolito in this series for the Sox. He was projected to pitch Game 3. If it got there, he is out for the series, has elbow discomfort. Twins fired their manager, Rocco Baldelli, after 7 seasons. Giants got rid of Bob Melvin. That didn't work after 2 years. Pirates are bringing back their manager, Don Kelly. Kevin Durant said he envisioned signing an extension to stay with the Rockets. And well wishes. John Mayer and the Giants put out a statement yesterday. He's undergoing treatment for cancer, so we wish him well in his battle and hopeful soon recovery. And that's it.
That's well done. Yeah, certainly every good wish goes out to John Mara, who I know a lot of Giants fans are frustrated with and what he's done with the organization, and you should be. But he's a good man.
Right, you got to separate the both.
Right, and you have to be able to separate that. Yeah. Even if it wasn't a good man, you still don't want anybody to be afflicted with cancer. So let's break, come back, get to your calls, 800-919-3776. Get you ready for the Yankees and the Red Sox. And the Giolito news is really, that's a big piece of information. The Jets, the Mets, all of it on the table. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York. All right, let's see what's happening on the roads and bring in Kristen North.
Good morning, guys. Having a tough time now in the Bronx on the Deegan southbound at the RFK Triborough Bridge. There's going to be a crash taking out the right lane. And the Cross Bronx is crowded northbound from the Alexander Hamilton Bridge up toward Webster Avenue. Southbound, it's business as usual from Castle Hill Avenue to Sheridan Boulevard. Harlem River Drive is jammed up 2nd Avenue down toward the Willis Avenue Bridge on the southbound side. Inbound upstairs at the GW Bridge, a 35-minute delay. The lower deck is 15 to 20. Outbound both decks are heavy but moving. Inbound Lincoln Tunnel is a 20-minute delay. The outbound North Tube has been reopened. A crash is clear. This report is sponsored by Park Whiz. New Yorkers know the hacks, and here's one for parking. Park Whiz. Reserve ahead and pay up to 50% less than drive-up rates with Park Whiz. I'm Kristen North, 880 ESPN New York.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
There's nothing the voice in our head obsesses over like our health. But with over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help answer the questions like, why am I so tired all the time? How can I get better sleep? My friend was telling me about magnesium gummies she takes. Know if my heart is work stress affected? It's time to up my cardio. If my mom has something, how would I find out? It's time to get some blood work done. A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
D'Agostino, Law, Bite Back.
I'm injury attorney John Ryan D'Agostino, nicknamed The Closer, continuing D'Agostino & Associates' legacy of helping the injured for over 35 years. My father, John D'Agostino, built this injury firm to help accident victims.
This is John D'Agostino, and this is a family firm. For us, it's about doing what's right and making sure somebody pays for your pain. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-BITE BACK.
They call me The Closer because big or small, in court or out, I'm fighting to get the job done, to win, to get you every dollar you deserve.
D'Agostino & Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and will come to you. I've been there and I'll be there for you. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
Your fantasy roster is set. The Smack Talk is heating up, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month.
Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Lucky Larry's Landscaping, Larry! Larry saved his business money with a quick commercial auto quote from Progressive. Does it help he's his own marketing manager, accountant, executive assistant, and never been late? Technically, yes, but saving really put him over the edge. So, Larry, give Larry a round of applause. Be your own Larry. See if you could save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. So I'm gonna tell you something that's gonna make you proud and happy of me.
Okay.
All right. So I don't even know if you know about this. I have been in a year after year after year the Daily News picks.
Yep.
Don is in it, and then it's a whole bunch of like car dealers, and we do it weekly. And they email, and I email my picks back, and away we go. So this year they've decided to do it with the spreads, which gives us like a better feeling for how you're doing picking these games, because anybody can pick wins and losses, right? Last week, 12-4.
Wow.
On the year, 37-27.
This is your year.
First place.
Yeah, see, I know what's happening now. Now that they've switched to the spreads, you're having all this, like you're putting all this extra time and energy into your actual picks. That's why you're off to a hot start.
You think?
Yeah.
12-4 and 10 games over?
Yeah, that's nice.
That's sizzling.
Yeah, I would also participate in those picks, and then it just became too much.
It is a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. And so what happens, she'll email me every week, and then if I don't get back quickly enough, she's like, I need them now. It has to go to print. I'm like,
Right.
for God's sakes.
Yep, now you got to get it done.
Yep. But, yeah, that looks good for the show. Well, 12-4.
Looks great for the show.
Well, 10 games over.
I love it.
Yeah,
By the way,
Don got like a 4-game lead on Don this year.
I think their show's off to a slow start picking-wise, though.
Did I hear Peter was 1-9 or 1-8 early on the season?
I believe so. I think he was off to a really bad start. I think K's doing well, and two-pack for sure. Which is the name of his segment.
For sure.
Yeah, which is the name of his segment, which is really good. By the way, we didn't talk about this. Raymond, how does the clock stop at 1 in Dallas?
I'd love to know. Great question that I would love to know the answer to. Clock operator, what happened?
Come on, man.
Home field advantage, useless.
Like, roll that thing
Totally
to 0.
useless.
Right. Just let it roll down. Let the referees go check out the clock and say, no, put a second back on.
I kept waiting for them to say, okay, it's 0. No, it's not happening. Okay, what's the point?
I got to tell you, too, regular season, I don't think we needed the rule change, like the playoff overtime rule change.
In the regular season?
Right, there's not enough. I mean, it ends up being not enough time.
Not only that, but then you wind up getting like an extra 8 minutes of football. Like I thought the point was they don't want to do a long overtime because they want to make it quick.
Right, but they also want to, both teams should have the ball.
I guess.
If you let a touchdown up on the first drive, the game should be over. Stop somebody.
Yeah, I would certainly in the regular season I would have no problem.
I mean, with
that.
the postseason, you're going to play till you win. You don't have to worry about running out of time. You're just going to play till someone wins.
Right. So apparently, Chris Carlin would like to hop on for a moment, and apparently, Chris Carlin is concerned about you, Rick.
Concerned
Chris,
about me?
Good morning.
I am concerned. I don't know. Rick, you seem a little down. Last night you seemed a little down. Today you seem a little down. I don't know what it is. I'm trying to put my finger on it. And I want to pick you up a little bit. Maybe I'm reading the situation wrong.
I don't think it's down, Christopher. I appreciate the concern and trying to pick me up. I think it's probably, Jets stink. So I had to sit on the couch for 4 hours and watch that. I think it's probably, when you wake up at 2 a.m. and then have to come all the way back into the city, probably has something to do with it.
Are you guys in the studio today?
What do you think?
It's a great question, Chris. Are you in the studio today?
I'm not. No chance. No, when you said you had to come all the way back into the
No,
city.
last night.
Yesterday,
okay.
at 2,
Yeah,
and then
night.
he had to come into the city last night for the couch cast. By the way,
No. I thought you meant today.
No.
By the way, and I think this is like a good amount of people, like the consensus, believe you won the couch cast. That you were the MVP of the couch
I'm
cast.
not out there to win. I'm out there to just spend time with my pals and eat some good food. And I don't know. I was concerned because you were a little quiet last night. You were making your little jokes with Kay about the fat kid next to you and all that. But I expect that, and I want that, and I welcome that. I don't know. I worry about you because you're a ebullient. Yes, we know you're the conduit, the self-proclaimed conduit. And I didn't feel like there was a lot of conduiting last night. I felt like maybe it was just the Jet frustration, which would be completely understandable.
Well, not only that, but Chris, he if this was the Giants, I couldn't handle that. Like, I don't want to be sitting there on display as my team. I know you're a Steelers fan. I don't know what level. Like, could you sit there and be under the microscope as the Steelers are playing?
No, absolutely not.
Right, so that's what he had to endure. That's not exactly
maybe I
an
didn't
easy
factor
thing to
that
do.
in. Maybe I just wasn't giving you enough credit for the level of fan that you are subliminally, not outwardly. But it had to be tough to watch that last night because you're
a couple things here. It's my team, right? It's my team. We have to watch it and then talk about it today also. So it's not like, hey, the Jets are playing on whatever the night is and you're not working. Like, there's no show. If it's a Thursday night game, you guys had no show on Friday. Get crazy.
Yeah.
No, I got to be up at 3 to talk about the game, so I got to make sure I'm paying attention to the game. Not to mention, I'm sitting here watching my team look like the same Jets team I've watched over the last how many years be awful.
Yeah, that's fair. Buck up, little camper. I wish I could tell you it's going to get better, but not based on what we saw last night.
That's great.
Well, thanks for adding such positivity and levity to the show today,
Way to
Chris.
pick me up, Chris. Yeah.
Listen, I genuinely was worried about you. That's all. But I can't. I'd be lying if I sat here and told you it's going to get better, wouldn't I? I mean,
you would.
I'm also telling you the truth.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well,
so,
we appreciate you for the honesty.
Enjoy your misery for the rest of the day.
Thank you.
Bye, Chris.
Bye.
All right. That, of course, is the.
Here's the only difference, though.
Chris
Like, I don't know. I've heard you watch a game. Like, I'm not running around, jumping around. Like, I'm sitting there. That's how I would watch a game. Outside of, like, my language be completely different if I'm home watching the game. Like oh no, I can't believe he did that would be replaced with like lots.
Yeah,
of,
are you
like,
bleeping
lots
kidding me? What a piece of bleep! Yeah, listen, you don't have to convince me.
Like, that's how I'm watching the game.
You wouldn't even want me to be on live like that.
They would have to cut all of it. Like, I don't say
can't.
anything arable.
But they can't cut it. That's the thing.
Right. I mean, we saw that because Peter did it a couple different times, and John almost had a nervous breakdown.
Right. But with me during the Giants game, I can't be controlled. I won't be saddled.
No, right. So you got to be tame, and you got to just kind of like sit there and take it.
Well, just never do that for a Giants game. That couch cast. I don't go.
Yeah, maybe we do a couch cast if like a different like.
Maybe we just do like a regular game.
Like a regular game, like you're just watching a football game.
When there's one single game on, and there's not a competing game, and it's not one of the locals, then we do it then. That would be nice. That'd be fun.
Right, then we can get wild. We're not breaking down every play of that game the next day. Right? I mean, that's like, I don't need to know, like, hey, Aaron Glid made the wrong choice going for it on 4th and 5 there. Like, you got to make sure, okay, yep, I remember that.
Yeah, it's amazing to me. How many pre-snap penalties did they have?
5.
That's insane.
Yeah, 9 offensive penalties.
9 offensive pentenalties. And
yeah,
then,
I mean,
and then you factor in 3 turnovers and fielding a punt at the 2 and just a genuine lack of, ability to compete against a team that is bad.
Well, think about your first 2 possessions of first half and then your first possession of the second half. Right? You march all the way down the field, you're running the ball great, and you fumble at the 1. And then start the second half. Hey, we're going to get the ball back. Here we go. And yeah, you fumble the kickoff.
Right. Which is, it's unbelievable.
So I just don't like the Jets aren't even close to good enough to overcome mistakes like that. Right? Like, I mean, there aren't many teams that can do that.
Well, that's the thing. Is that you say the good teams might be able to, but the good teams don't do that.
Right.
You don't watch the Bills with 3 turnovers and 13 penalties or the Eagles. Those teams make special teams plays. Those teams find like the little nuanced way to win. They don't shoot themselves in the foot continuously.
Well, even the Giants the other day, right? They're playing against a really good team. Now, I don't know if you necessarily got the best version of the Chargers for whatever reason. I think that was, partly that the Giants played well. The Giants defense, harassed Justin Herbert all game long. Doesn't help. You got no left tackle, and then, Joe Alt goes out, so you got to take advantage of those. But, like, there were things that the Giants did during the course of that game that, like complimentary football, like all 3 phases. Like, Andrew Thomas falling on the fumble, and then the kicker, 69-yard punt, right? Field position changes. Now, you went from all of a sudden now, if that ball gets picked up by the Chargers, that's going to be a touchdown, as opposed to now, hey, heads-up play, you jump on it, 69-yard punt, bad return, Now you create a turnover and you're down at their 3-yard line.
And that's the thing too. Giants are +2 with the turnovers.
Right.
And that's how and the Chargers had double-digit penalties. That's how you win football games.
Well, especially if your defense is not playing at a high level.
Right.
Right? Or your offense is struggling. Well, what's the best way to, it's turnovers, right? Give your offense more opportunities. Instead,
that's the great equalizer.
Instead, we're giving the other team, when your defense is struggling, the other team's more opportunities.
-3. Game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, that's when it's Tully time. Yankees hosting the Red Sox. Game 1, wild card series at the stadium, of course. 6:08 first pitch coverage right here on 880 at 6 o'clock tonight. Game 1. Very exciting. And that's game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Let's take a break, come back, get to your calls, and get you ready for Yankees-Sox Game 1. DNR with you on ESPN New York.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Listen up, New York. It's football season, and you should be out there enjoying every play, every tailgate, every moment. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. That's where Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain comes in. He's one of New Jersey's top pain specialists, Ivy League trained, double board certified, and dedicated to getting you back in the game. Here's the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical, image-guided procedures that get real results. Dr. Shaw treats everything from neck pain, back pain, migraines, nerve pain, and chronic joint pain. And he builds a custom game plan that's right for you. Same day or next day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. And yes, most major insurances are accepted. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Go to SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Paying extra for tire care is BS. You know, bad service. So at Midas, we're rolling out our BS-free tire guarantee, included with paid installation and tax on every purchase. You'll pay nothing for flat replacements, nada for flat repairs, and zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles. That's $0 for all that. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's the BS-free tire guarantee, only at Midas.
This one's for the flavor fanatics. Sour Apple 5-Hour Energy Shots don't mess around. They bring the bite. Tart, tangy, and packed with tasty caffeine, this little 2-ounce bottle punches above its weight. With 0 sugar and as much caffeine as a 12-ounce premium cup of coffee, it's the kind of pick-me-up that keeps your taste buds happy without the crash. And it doesn't stop at Sour Apple. There are 17 bold flavors waiting for you to discover. Pick one up in store or stock up online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon today.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans,
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team. Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now. ESPN NFL analyst Damian Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Riddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Did you know this happened to me yesterday, Rick? I got scolded terribly after the show.
By who?
RJ.
For what?
Apparently we went 2 minutes late.
Oh, I heard that, yeah.
And he's like, you're eating right into the next show.
Right.
He yelled and he scolded me.
Here's what I'd ask RJ, though, okay, is that 2 minutes as opposed to the amount of time that Carlin eats up just coming on the show.
Oh, we just had Carlin on the show for 5 minutes, RJ.
Right.
That was yesterday.
Today he was just on the show.
Today he was just on the show.
No, I'm saying yesterday was the day I scolded you. It wasn't on yesterday.
No, but I'm saying like the amount of time spent on our show, we eat 2 minutes. I mean, well, come on.
I'm not kidding. I got scolded.
Well, do you want the truth? Or can you handle the truth?
I don't know.
RJ didn't think you were great yesterday. That's the
true.
truth.
RJ, you thought I was not good yesterday?
I'm just telling you.
RJ?
I didn't think you were bad.
Oh, here we go. I didn't. Can you handle the truth?
Sure.
Not you. Rick?
Yeah, I can handle it.
I've received at least 50 emails today saying you have been awful today.
Awful today?
Awful today.
I just got it. I mean, we just had a nice email that said I was great in this hour.
Listen, I don't think you've been awful. And now, you know what? Ray, you ready for 3 stars? We'll do them early today.
Don't start attacking me. You said you could handle the truth. RJ didn't think you were
I can handle the truth. I'm a big boy. You want to take shots? Take shots.
No, I'm not taking shots.
No, go ahead.
It's not a shot. I was surprised yesterday you weren't more excited about Jackson Dart.
Hey, jackass, did you see the Mets?
Well, but you can't separate.
Did you see a separate podcast?
But you can't separate the two of them? You can't be.
I mean, RJ, it's like if you have one child that's ill and unwell, but you have another child that's prospering. Are you going to be in a great mood?
Yeah, but your child had been.
What's the phrase? You're only as happy as your most unhappy child.
Well, your one child's been unhappy for 3 months now, though, and you just found out your other child is very happy.
But I just found out my other child. The doctor walked out. He's like, "I'm sorry, we couldn't save the child."
No, the child will be saved. It just needs to go through a winter and revitalized. That was a dark analogy.
You know, the microscope that I'm under is incredible.
Honestly.
I don't think Rick has been bad today. Just like I don't think you were bad yesterday. I think Rick has been dark. He threatened to kill you.
Dark.
He threatened to kill you.
Very dark.
That was for
very
Joe Burrow.
Twisted.
Yeah, but if you're standing there in a court of law and you're like, "Did you kill this man?" You're like, "Yeah, but I got number 9."
Yeah, I'm trying to save the fan base.
Did you kill? Listen, Your Honor, I did. But what you're missing is we got Joe Burrow.
You think the jury would be like,
Now, how much do you really love the Jets? If you were to be imprisoned, but you get Joe Burrow, you can't watch the games, but you know on the outside they're winning and playing well. Then what?
I'd be a conquering hero in that prison. You mean imagine like all the Jets fans in prison with me?
Yeah, I'm sure they would really love you.
Jets are rolling. I'd be like a hero in there. I mean, come on. And there's plenty of people that hate you. So I get Joe Burrow and I get rid of you for all the people that hate you. I'd run that prison.
Yeah, but I'm not hated by more than half the people.
RJ didn't like you yesterday.
RJ didn't like me, or RJ, you don't like me?
I love you. I was surprised you weren't more excited about Jackson Dart.
Okay. Well, what do you want me to do? Jackson Dart, he's my quarterback. Jackson Dart, he's my quarterback. I mean, what are you looking for?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Show tunes?
Yeah, I'd love some show tunes. Here's the thing, though.
I got another one. You want the B side of that?
Sure. This is going to be insulting.
Dart. Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart. Is that what you want?
I liked the intro. I didn't like the body of the song as much.
Okay, listen, it's still a work in progress.
Listen,
it didn't have a
in
lot
the
of
music industry, we call it a whip.
But here's the thing, though. Because you are the Giants.
Right.
I didn't think you stunk. I'm just saying I thought that is your primary focus. I know you're a big Mets fan. You're a season ticket holder. I get it. But this was always the way this was going to end. Maybe not in the regular season, but then in the next round, they weren't coming back from Los Angeles.
Correct.
You may have found your decade-long quarterback. I thought there'd be some real juice to that. You could be 2-3 next week.
It's possible.
I'm not saying.
I'll tell you what. We win next week. Forget it, Rick. You don't need to show up on Monday. I'm gonna be dancing I'm gonna be running around. You name it, I'll do it.
Be juicy.
Very juicy.
Yeah, because you were juiceless yesterday.
Oh, better than you today.
I don't understand.
It's fine. Not everyone's great every day.
Yeah, but why you take a little criticism, you take a little heat, and then you bust. I got like 50 emails that you stink.
Well, you want to go after me? Go after me.
I'm not going after you. RJ, why he lashed out with you yesterday was because
you know what it is?
Stunk.
No, I see what it is. I know what it is. Brock Purdy looks like an aging person. He looked awful. RJ can't get over it, and now this.
It's not good. We might go.
You know what? I don't have time for this, RJ. I don't want to be late for 3 stars and get yelled at again. Raymond.
Today's 3 stars. Number 3.
Well, yeah.
Hurry!
There's a lot going on there. Listen, good job manning the call screener, watching what the callers' names are.
Is it Alfredo, or are we missing an F there and it's Alfredo?
It is Alfredo.
Okay. Alfredo in Jersey.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Okay, so yeah, that one may have been on RJ.
Yeah, I stunk.
What do you mean may?
This one was not.
Boy. Well, I'm guessing Joaquin. I don't know. Joaquin in the truck. You're on ESPN New York. Good morning.
Yeah, you're very uncultured, Dave. His name is Jaquan.
Hey, what's going on, Dave? It's Jaquan. You did that before, but it's all good.
I don't think RJ's spelling it right.
The best part of that was the internal conversation he was having on the
boy. Oh, boy. Well, I'm guessing Joaquin. I don't know. Joaquin in the truck. Joaquin Phoenix is killing me.
That's very rough. Number 2. Listen, we have the couch cast, and a lot of people were concerned for Rick's well-being, and Carlin, one of them. He actually just joined us a few minutes ago. And
Buck up, little camper. I wish I could tell you it's going to get better, but not based on what we saw last night.
That's great.
I'm sorry that this happened.
He wasn't uplifting at all.
No,
he brought you down is what he did.
Not in the slightest.
30 seconds. I repeat, 30 seconds.
Listen, and this is the problem, because when Rick is in a bad mood, things happen.
I would sacrifice you right now for Joe Burrow.
Me?
I'd slit your throat right now.
What?
Get right rid of you.
You can never talk to me again the rest of your life.
Okay.
But you get
because
Joe
he
Burrow.
killed you. Yeah, because he killed you. And that's how we'll end the show. I don't know how we repair this. We'll
Very
try tomorrow.
uplifting. You want me dead for a quarterback. It's Rule 76.
And no excuse playing a champion is DiPietro Rothenberg. And
take that, Santillo. Right on time.
Right here on ESPN New York and, of course, on YouTube.
Great.
Oh, no. It's snapped.
He's on my fantasy team, so that's great.
You know so much about who you are. But do you know what makes your body your body? With over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help you know the truth. Because you know you're made of grit, wit, and a good heart. But just how healthy is that heart? You know you're made up of all the places you've called home. You know you're made of your mom's sarcasm. And now you can find out if you have her thyroid too.